cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a demon bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker, she bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul, press hold, the God calls.
Bananas.
You and your fucking bananas.
Bananas. I don't even like bananas. You know that? I just feel like it matches the beat.
No, I'm sure you like bananas, but
Doesn't match the beat. It's because I say banana. It's basically banana but broken up.
Alcoholic.
Oh my god. Anyway, the weather in Berrien County, Georgia is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is 17%, sorry. Humidity is 94% and the wind is 7 miles per hour. No, it's gone already. Fuck you. I'm not answering. I got the weather out of the way right away. Do your words so we can jump right into the festivities.
You want to read the word of the day?
sure.
Okay. You got to get close to the mic. Okay.
Sydney, this is everyone. Everyone, this is Sydney.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. The word of the day is whataboutism.
What aboutism?
Yeah.
Whataboutism.
All one word.
Okay, nice. What
All
aboutism?
one word. When you deflect criticism by pointing out flaws in your opponent, specifically using the phrase "what about."
Did you pick this ahead of time, Creighton?
No, this is the word of the day. Like
This
I
is
said,
an attempt to excuse you
Oh
from.
shit.
I can't.
you from changing
Yeah,
your beat.
your behavior
Mhm.
by painting your opponent as a hypocrite.
Well, that's going to be
That
used
fits
today.
the theme of the
Straying away from
podcast,
your
of this podcast. So we talked about it a couple episodes ago, but this is Sydney. She deals with conflict resolution.
And Creighton feels we need a therapist on the Shirts Off
Yes,
podcast.
absolutely, we do.
I'm not a therapist.
Not a
Well,
therapist.
yes,
yeah,
but-
no,
I
no,
just
for
wanna
sure.
point that out.
Yeah, no.
Make sure you get like right up. Like, don't be
Yeah.
afraid to just be right on
Yeah,
top of the
just
mic.
deep
You
throat
gotta.
the mic.
Well,
You're
I
like-
wouldn't say that, but you just gotta talk like right into it. Be loud. Sydney's hair is two-toned. I like.
It's fantastic.
Oh no,
Thanks.
are you now a lesbian having lesbian dipcord sex? Are you talking to your daughter? Okay, yeah, you're talking to your daughter. Never mind.
So anyways, we went and ate Japan earlier, which was fantastic.
Really? Is this where we're starting?
Yeah, no, why not? We could set the mood.
Already a conflict.
yeah, see? And you guys are like, why do we need Sydney? Yeah, this is exactly why.
Listen. Sydney told us before we started what her method is, and I feel like she should explain her method and then us jump right into it, and
Yes.
then shenanigans can unfold.
Okay, then.
Okay, so, well,
Oh my fucking god.
first of all, you need to pick something to disagree about.
Oh, okay. So we
Oh,
disagree
Jesus.
You have
about.
to be in
everything.
active conflict for this to work at all.
Okay. So we disagree about a lot of stuff. The main thing is Chief being said in the Batman.
I knew that. It was
Are
gonna
you
get brought up.
serious right now? This is what you're bringing up? Is this seriously what we're talking about?
See,
You have talked about this. I just want to. Okay, for everyone who hasn't been like here the whole time we've been doing this podcast, Creighton brought this up like a year and a half ago.
No.
He has been steadily looking for someone to be a therapist, conflict resolutionist, all kinds of shit. Mediation coordinator is what I was just told. Like all these different things. He has been looking, and now he
I
wants to
found
discuss a less than a week old fucking argument. Okay, you know what?
Or
I'm
we
just
could
gonna-
go down
Well,
the.
it's more.
You know what? You know what? No, it's a
actual-
good
It
idea.
doesn't make no sense though, because like all
It
you have to
doesn't
do.
make no sense.
It don't make no.
Oh man, I was about to do it,
It
Charlie.
don't
I
make
really
no
was.
sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense because all you gotta do is rewatch the movie.
Well, no, and I know
Mhm.
that I'm right because we would rewatch the movie.
Dude, see, this is this is a meme. Like, this is not a real problem. This is like you wanting to win an argument that can't be won.
Right.
It can't be.
Neither of us can win this right now. Not without fucking Jeffrey Wright in the room. Like, 'cause it doesn't matter if there's a script.
Okay. What's something we've got an argument about that has bothered you, Charlie?
Dude,
Give it a few minutes. Y'all
Yeah,
are
you
gonna
got
disagree about
everything.
something.
everything. My thing is we do a podcast. We do a podcast together. The podcast is people talking, having a conversation, and about 40% of the time, we have really good conversation. About 10% of the time, Amanda's involved.
Oh
It's-
my god.
So that's like a good
Joking.
10% of that 40%.
Stop it.
Or
Stop it with math.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, you're already. See, you're already doing
fucking
this.
up.
You're already. This
No,
is where I'm
no.
getting. No, hold on. Let me.
Okay.
You heard. Fuck what you heard.
Do we get talking sticks?
No.
Oh fuck.
I mean, that's a potential method.
Do you have the
Hey.
Do you have the Nerf gun? Did
I'm
I
not
just-
giving him the Nerf gun.
No, I mean shoot
We
him
can
with
use
it.
the.
Oh,
We can
that's
use,
worse.
We
That's- I
can
feel like
use
it's
the
a
Nerf
bad
gun
time.
as a talking stick. You know what I
You
mean?
can pass
Like
the
whoever has.
whiskey bottle.
Yeah,
Thank
pass
you-
the whiskey
Thank
bottle.
you, Redak Bar, by the way, for
Hey.
the 1,000 bits.
Yes. You're going somewhere with this, Charlie.
Yeah, I was trying, and then you did your thing.
Sorry, my bad.
This is what I'm talking about. We will have a conversation, and it's one thing to interject with a funny quip or anecdote or something that makes sense that is something to. But Creighton will interject. We'll be like in the middle of an actual like real talk about something like with sustainable conversationability is not a word, but I'm gonna make a word.
Okay.
We will be in the middle of having a good conversation, whether it's with our chat. What Charles is so mean. Okay, here we go. It's like whether it's with our chat or about like a thing in the world or a show that we're watching, show that we're reviewing, something we want to watch, something we want to do, plans for the future, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And then he'll just be like, "Well, I heard that pickles cannot be set on fire." Like
that is
so-
true.
Yeah, that's true.
That
They're
is
more.
very
They're,
true.
No
they're
one-
very moist.
Wait.
No, I was agreeing
Okay.
with.
Thank you. Fuck you. See, he's already doing it.
My gosh.
And that was like a very
Sorry.
terrible version because he hasn't said anything that ridiculous. Like pickles, like he hasn't just pulled something out of his ass that hard. But he will like read a thing in chat and just totally. Not only will he sideline what we're talking about, we'll never ever get back to it, and it'll have been a great conversation. And I enjoy that part of podcasting. My thing about podcasts is full, complete thought and like getting to the bottom of things. And this podcast with Creighton,
Mongoloid.
this mongoloid over here,
Yes.
thank you.
He
You did
likes
a good
coming in.
job.
Thank you.
He makes me crazy because he does that. I'm gonna get that's my. There's a million different things, but we'll start with that generally.
Okay.
Creighton
Okay.
or Sydney. I don't know who goes next.
Yeah, who goes next?
Okay. So, what I'm hearing is that you're in the podcast.
Pond.
The
Podcast.
the podcast.
I love the podcast. It's very moist.
You are
there.
in the business of podcasting to voice thoughts, and you want to have the liberty to voice your whole thought and not be interrupted by something that's irrelevant to you in the moment. Correct?
I don't mind being interrupted. I just want to stay sort of on track.
You want to
and
stay
with
on track.
yeah,
okay.
and with Creighton, it's no track. There's the track is a fucking.
Okay. So you feel like what I'm hearing is that you're feeling like your continuity is being messed up.
Yes, yes. See,
Okay.
talk to me in comic book terms. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so, how does it make you feel when that happens?
If I put it into words, I would go to jail. I could ruin him. I could destroy him. I
Well,
can't. It drives me. The only
so-
thing keeping me from murder clause.
So insults aren't feelings.
It's not insults. Like it's not like legitimately. It would like. I feel like it would worry people. I feel such a rage.
Okay, so you feel enraged.
Yes.
Okay.
But
How
I'm a friendly, fun guy.
How
and
do you
it-
feel right now when you're talking about it?
Well, in this exact moment,
Mhm.
happy because it's hilarious and it's what we're actually trying to talk about, and he hasn't somehow figured out how to interrupt it yet
Okay.
because there's someone here to keep him in his place.
Okay.
And I almost feel like we just need a hall, like what 2% just said. We need like a hall monitor here at all times to keep us on track, like a mediator
Okay.
or a moderator.
Is there anything? Thank you, Creighton.
You're welcome.
Is there anything that you want to add before we move on to Creighton's side? And if you come up with something while he's talking, then we'll come back to you.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Okay. All right, Creighton. What you gotta say?
Like about what he said, or about how I feel about things.
Describe to me your experience with what he just described.
Ooh, okay. So, I feel like he does the same thing, like
Okay.
that I do, but like, I feel like he doesn't prioritize like what me and Amanda talk about sometimes. Because like we'll be having our own interesting conversation, and he'll just throw something in that somebody from chat said,
Okay.
which is fine. Like that's what we're supposed to do, I guess, with this. But sometimes like we'll be having a good conversation in and of ourselves, and then we'll get thrown off by a chat. Or we'll be in the middle of telling a story and then get thrown off by chat.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you think that he's only prioritizing his version of continuity as far as the podcast is going.
Oh yes, yeah, I like that.
Okay. How does it? So, how are you feeling when you heard him say his part of the story, or his experience
How do
with
I?
it? How are you feeling when he was voicing that?
I felt like the shoe was on the other foot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you feel when it happens in the moment? When you feel like you and Amanda are getting interrupted to do what he wants to do?
It's annoying sometimes, but then I'll do stuff on purpose to mess with him and get him off track.
Okay. Is that like a vengeance thing?
Yeah, but also I just think it's kind of funny.
You just think it's funny? Like,
Yeah.
just
I mean, it's
you-
partially vengeance, but partially just for my own entertainment.
Okay. So you're entertained by getting him back.
A little, yeah. Just
Okay.
'cause I know he's entertained by getting me back.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
Me?
Mhm.
I'm really excited.
You're excited?
Yeah.
Are
Like
you?
I don't know why. I'm just really excited. I'm
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah. I like that we're deconstructing everything. You know what I mean? I'm all about the process.
Is there anything you want to add before we go back to Charlie?
I think Charlie's about to explode.
Well, let me ask you this: is Amanda involved in this conflict?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Amanda should be involved. She's
Okay.
1/3 of the podcast.
All right, Amanda.
Hello.
Hi. Are you willing to describe to me your experience with everything that they're talking about
I mean, sure.
with this general conflict?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, my conflict here is that I barely talk on this thing. And when I have the chance to, it does get overshadowed
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
crazily. And, like, we will have a conversation. Me and Creighton will have a conversation, and it'll get interrupted. Or me and Charlie will have, or I'll even be trying to explain something, and it just gets interrupted. And so I'm like, all right,
Okay.
we're just chilling.
Why do you feel like that's happening?
Because they just talk an awful lot, and I'm not that loud.
Okay. So, what? Thank you. What do you feel like needs to happen?
Just let it
for-
touch like the bottom of your chin. That'll be perfect. Sorry, I'm trying to help. Technical difficulty.
How? I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, go ahead.
No
My bad,
thoughts,
my
just
bad.
microphone. What do you feel would need to happen for that to stop? For you to be able to like voice your thoughts uninterrupted?
I'm not 100% sure. They always tell me to be louder, and I just, if I'm screaming over you, then, I mean, I feel like that's kind of annoying, so.
Yeah. Has it ever gotten to that point?
There's been like 1 or 2 times maybe I've screamed, but that's pretty much it.
How was that received when it happened?
Well, it was just like in one ear, out the other kind of thing.
Okay.
Laughter.
So it's like a
Yeah,
never-
it
okay.
really was us laughing, and we're not. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
You're not, it's not okay.
No,
We
no,
didn't
no.
interrupt you when you were explaining your thoughts. That's kind of rude. Okay.
So how do you feel when you feel like you're being spoken over?
I feel very sad.
Sad.
No, I mean, genuinely, I do
Yeah.
feel. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just chilling here anyway.
How did you feel just now when Creighton did it again?
I was very mad.
Okay.
I was very mad because I can't hit him over here.
What? Okay. So what do you feel like needs to happen moving forward for you to stop, for you to get your points across?
Maybe we should take turns or something. I don't know.
What are some ways that you can do that?
I'd be like, excuse me. No, I don't know. I have no clue, honestly.
Any methods at all, like other than just interject, be like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, screaming's not the answer. I don't want to scream over anybody.
Sure.
So, I mean, I guess like punching somebody to make them shut up might help too. No, I'm kidding.
Is there anything you want to add before we move back to Charlie?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. All right, Charlie. Did you have any thoughts?
I have thoughts.
Okay.
My first statement.
Go right ahead.
when Creighton says that him and Amanda are having conversation, about 5%, you know what? I'll up it. Like 10, maybe 12% of the time, they're having a real conversation into the mics, like in podcast format. Most of the time, when I start reading with the chat or talking to them, and like purposely interrupting, is because they have just straight up like gone like over here, away from the mics, and started to talk to each other about work things in the middle of the podcast, and no one can hear it, and people will say I can't hear what's happening, and it'll just be them talking about work stuff. And it's like, work stuff is funny sometimes. We have a whole bit about Food Lion stories, and they're hilarious. But unless the format, which this podcast is very formatless in a way, but there is like something that is trying to find its way through in the end. And one of them is Food Lion stories. And Creighton's got a fucking ass of them. And Amanda has one every once in a while, and they're fucking hilarious. But most of the time, like 80% at least, they will just sit there and talk about what happened at work with them that day. Because most of the time when we get here and record, we haven't been hanging out for 3 hours like we have tonight.
Yeah.
Most of the time we show up, no one has seen each other that day. Or if they have, those two have had the last 30 minutes of driving here, like on the way over. If like Amanda will either leave her car at Food Lion and they'll both come, or they'll both head over here separate, and then no one has talked to each other, and within 10 minutes we're recording a podcast. There's not a lot of someone help me with the word here. Socialization, but in between actually recording. A majority of me and Creighton's friendship over the last 3 years has been recorded. Like, probably more than half of the time we've spent together has been recorded over the last 3 years.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Kat, can you not hear us talking regularly, or you just can't hear Sid? Because she's saying she can't hear.
Turn up volume. Okay, hold on. Everyone's saying that the volume's low.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Everything is. We fucked around with the sound equipment a little bit beforehand. How's that sound? Better? Including Cindy, but she's a mouse. I was like, are meese quiet?
Oh my God. That's a lot louder.
Yeah, that's.
Imagine they can hear now.
We don't even have to be up by the mics for them to.
I can hear myself breathing.
Oh, Josie said I look like a dad. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm hearing my inner thoughts.
ASMR.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
Nothing's going.
It's white noise. It's like the ocean. Oh.
Back down to
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty good. What? So you turn us up to them, but not in our ears.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
He's my dad. Excuse you.
Is that any better?
Yeah, is that
for
better?
Twitch chat?
My volume is at 100. It's still quiet. Stepdaddy Charles.
Well, I
Hey.
mean, it's.
Hey, are we good on sound now? Somebody say something.
Somebody say if we're good. Better? Okay, gangster.
Alright.
Sorry. Now where were we?
I don't remember.
We were on Charlie.
He was talking about his feelings.
My bad. Sorry.
I was not talking about my feelings yet.
What was the last thing you said, Charlie?
Oh no! Don't do this to me.
It was about
deep in my ears.
socializing before the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah. Okay. So you're saying that you said that you feel like the majority of you and Creighton's relationship the past 3 years have all been recorded.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So yes, there's not a lot of time in between. So sometimes we sit here and just catch up on the podcast about our day.
Yeah.
My problem's the wrong word. I don't mind doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But Creighton will do it, and it will be literally about nothing. It'll be about, like, he went to the mailbox. Like such generic, not content stuff that if he can make it interesting, that's cool. But so much of the time, it's not, especially when they sit over there and talk about work off mic while we're recording. It drives me bananas, and that's why I interrupt them sometimes. Sometimes we interrupt each other, and it's just because we are excited to say something and forget. But we're all, except for Amanda. Okay, me and Creighton are very guilty of that. Amanda is right. We interrupt her a lot. But to be fair, we also tell her to interrupt us and just yell, but she doesn't, because it's kind of just the way things are. You got to start talking so that we stop talking, and she never speaks. But we love you.
I echo the sentiment of loving you.
Have you ever considered that there might be a reason she decides not to speak?
I think she's an idiot. No, I'm kidding. I think she's just shy. She's hasn't really like gotten her sea legs yet of sitting here and talking for a long amount of time.
How long has she been on it?
Like
Since
I think
January.
10 episodes. It's been 10 episodes though, because
Something like that. Yeah, 10 or 12.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
which isn't a lot.
Yeah,
It's
in the
not
grand
a lot
scheme
at
of things,
all.
we're like 250, 260 episodes deep or something when you like add it all together. Like all the different chunks of episodes we've done.
I remember being at 10 episodes and just fucking sucking. at
Dude,
this
the
shit,
first
man.
like 50 episodes of the show, nothing happened.
Yeah.
It was just us sitting here like,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm talking about
what'd you do today?
Yeah.
How do you feel like it's impacted your relationship for the past 3 years to just be on camera?
I think in a lot of ways it's positive because if there's an actual argument that happens on camera, we can always go back. We can always I can always just be like, see, or he
Right.
can be like, see, and we'll just be we know much more definitively who's right or wrong most of the time, even if one of us continues to agree with himself when his argument has been destroyed by logic, but he is stubborn and doesn't want to lose. Sorry, let me do this. Get that out of everybody's way. But it is. God damn it. And
How
that is-
often do you guys when you say argument, is it like debate on the podcast or is it
It should
what
be
do you mean?
debate,
okay?
but most of the time, it's like this stupid. I hate that I'm about to bring this up for him. It's like this stupid chief debate that we've been having with Batman. That Gordon said chief. And this is such a nothing argument. It's so dumb, but so many of them go this way where there's no way to tell technically, logically who is right because artistically he could be speaking to literally any character in the movie in that moment, even though there's only one police chief and he says nothing to any other character in that way. He doesn't call anyone champ or chief or give them a weird dad name, but he only talks to the police chief that way. This is stupid. I hate out of contextually this is weird. Stuff like this drives me crazy. Goodbye, chief.
Why does it drive you crazy?
It drives me crazy because I'm trying to talk about a real thing that drives me nuts, but I have to use such a bonkers thing as the example because all of them are bonkers. When you're in the moment, they're so stupid and they derail the conversation so much, and it is hilarious for a while, but then he never gives in. I give in. If I'm wrong, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And I'll argue for a while, and I'll try and explore all the loops and I'll dodge in and out of the argument to see if I can find a way where I'm right. But if I'm ever really wrong, I admit to it. And Creighton does sometimes, but then other times he thinks that he's saying chief to Batman, and he's not saying chief to Batman, and it's driving me crazy. I've had dreams about it. It's been less than a week.
So you're frustrated because you feel like those kinds of arguments completely ransack your projection of what you want the podcast to be for the rest of the time that you're on air? Is that what you're saying?
Only when it gets in the way of real topics. Because every couple, we're not a serious podcast
Sure,
by any
yeah,
means.
yeah.
But every once in a while, we have a real good conversation going, and it will just get carpet bombed by a fucking Simpsons reference, or some dumbass fucking Batman the Animated Series kerfuffle, or some animation style, or some literal item in my room hanging from the ceiling, and he'll just be like, "Ooh, you know what? This is a thing now. We could talk about this forever. This could be the whole podcast. This lamp's our new podcast now." And I'll be like, "Dude, we were talking about Ukraine. We'll be talking about real shit sometimes. Not Ukraine. That was just a joke example."
Yeah, so give me can you give me a real life example of what a serious topic would be for you that you don't appreciate getting derailed by irrelevant stuff?
I mean, it's kind of when someone's name a time, it's hard to think of one.
Okay.
Like, it's hard to just pick one out of existence because it's
That's
happened
fine.
so often about nothing things that it's like not exactly something. It's the feeling I get that I know that I
Okay.
can remember.
That's fine.
It's the swelling and the heat in my chest that permeates through my fingers. Like my
Yeah.
hands get sweaty. Like I get so mad where I'm just sitting here like rubbing my hands on my pants
Sure.
because like I want to just reach over the table and like Homer Simpson strangle him like he's Bart and just
Yeah.
I go crazy.
Well, so I'll ask it this way: what is a serious topic to you? What do you consider to be a serious topic?
We've had a lot of serious topics about like mental health situations or
Right.
like shit happening in the world or like just interesting things like scientific things or like a real life situation portrayed in a movie that we have been comparing. We'll be like 15 minutes into like a cool story or situation from a movie or show or game or book or whatever that we are comparing to our real life, and like one of us will be in the middle of like he's interrupted his own part. Like he will be saying like a really interesting anecdotal thing that happened to him based on whatever it is we're talking about, and he'll be like, yeah, so I'm at my house and then my grandma grabbed the milk. Ooh, you know what? A milkshake would be fucking. Oh, we should get milkshakes after the podcast, and then it's just gone. The whole thing. We'll be 15 minutes deep, and it's over. It's just destroyed. It's like fucking Homeboy from Fantastic Beasts just vaporized him. His whole train of thought. And then I'll be so mad that I'll be like, what the fuck? He didn't say chief. And then I'll forget what we were even talking about. And then the chat won't even have been paying attention because they're just laughing at us for being mad at each other. And then it's just gone. And I'm just so sad because I remember the feeling of having a good conversation moments earlier. And it's just evaporated.
Yeah.
And it drives me nuts. And I'm laughing now. It's really, I'm never going to get emotional because I can't actually because of trauma. But I will always laugh at how mad I am.
Sure.
Because it is hilarious usually
Yeah.
for everybody watching.
Okay, so all right, so what do you need to happen moving forward to feel better about those types of situations?
Part of me is okay with it all. Part of me doesn't mind that the shenanigans happen.
Mhm.
That he's the one that wants a shit, what did I call you? A
Resolution.
conflict mediator,
Okay,
a
fair.
mediation coordinator. He is
Yeah.
the person who wanted this to happen because he thought it would be interesting. And it is interesting. See,
Yeah.
this is what I like. I like this because you're here and you can steer it in the right direction without it getting ridiculous.
So you feel like you need a referee in a sense.
In a sense, yes. Amanda,
Just structure? Is that what I'm
be our
hearing?
structural referee. Yeah, I wouldn't even say structure, just someone who kind of keeps us on track.
Okay.
Our friend Quentin has kind of been our de facto if we ever do this for a living or try to do it for a living, like really put, all of our time and effort into making this a real thing one day.
Yeah.
Our friend Quentin would come on and be our producer because he could do that for us.
Amanda had okay, so all of this too, and I heard that Amanda gets talked over a lot. Amanda, what would you feel if you were to be offered to be the person to keep them on track?
Well, I don't think it would work because I get talked over frequently, and I don't have the strength or the, I guess, voice to speak over them to calm them down
No.
most times.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would be able to fill that role.
What do you think, Creighton?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know it was gonna get this far, but
We can end it. With
no.
Charlie
I'm
did a
enjoying
really
it.
good
Yeah,
job.
no, I'm enjoying the
Thank
fuck out of
you.
this. This is fantastic. This is way better than it turned out way better than I thought it would.
What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I kind of thought it would like go in a jokey way, and then we'd go about things as business as usual, and then which no, I'm fine with. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're doing this. I don't know. Like I agree, we need a structural referee, and I think Amanda can be that. But
Okay.
she's got to be okay with just being like, "Fuck you guys," and
She's
bring
too
in
nice.
this-
Well, see, this is y'all's podcast. And
No.
You, see,
You
that's
are
the
part of this
issue.
now. You keep thinking that
yeah.
we decided, like, we'll just have a little sidekick. Come on and be on our show.
Yeah,
now.
no.
Like, we told you in the beginning, like, let's try an episode or two. And then, like, by episode 3, we're like, hey, you're, like, part of this. We don't do
Yeah.
these without you now.
You're a third.
Since you've been on, we haven't done an episode without you.
Mm-hmm. It's true. The only thing we've done without you is Pokemon, and that's it.
And that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's a whole
like,
other thing.
it's totally different.
I think you got the voice to rein us in. I really do. I think you just aren't comfortable with having that voice yet. And I don't mean that in like
Granted,
a
she's
negative
new.
way. Yeah, no,
That's
for
like
sure.
all it is.
When
I
it-
mean, you don't have your sea
when
legs.
you're way better than us 10 episodes in. You know what I mean? Because us at 10 episodes in, we're still figuring all this shit out. We had one mic between us and like fucking no chairs. I didn't even have a laptop. We were looking at that. I was looking at that TV for OBS, and we didn't even have chat on it. So he was having to read the chat most of the time to me, and us also manage a conversation on top of that. So you're like leagues ahead of us.
You've come into like a full scale like production situation, at least for the layman. Like it can get better than this effectively, with a legit studio and everything. But like this is pretty gangster. Like both sides, you have chat in like three different
Right.
angles. Like you can see everything that's happening. You're like not in the dark at all on anything, except for when we talk about movies and shit.
Yeah, but that's something that we can.
But then
work
you can
around.
ask questions.
Right.
And I think we talk over you a lot. But
Dang.
like, no, we do. But my point about it is like, and I think Charlie's point too towards it is you can't be like afraid to just fucking like butt your way in there.
Yeah.
Because like that's the way you got to do it.
I'll get you a paintball gun. You can just start shooting.
Yeah,
it.
or just
Well,
start
I've
shooting. And maybe
tried-
that's not like the right way to do it.
Or like a bell, perhaps, or something like.
The right way to do it is whatever works best for you.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
See, to me,
As long as people aren't like getting hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
If they are
there.
getting hurt and if they're okay with it.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
My stupid lizard brain is like, keep it exactly how it's going because it's so ridiculous. Like nothing makes the people. There are people in our chat, I'm not naming names, who like I have tried to make them laugh and I've tried to be funny in front of them, and they simply are not fans of my kind of comedy. But
You
me
can't have the rest of that.
being so devastatingly angry at Creighton and him fueling it on purpose
Oh yeah.
is like the reason they get up in the morning. Like some of them love it so much because it's so toxic and like crazy.
Oh yeah.
And it is funny. Most of the time, I'm not mad. Not really. Like most of the time, it is funny
It's
jokes.
just
and
getting worked up.
it's just getting worked up
yeah.
for a second and
It's
me
just
being
like
like,
that.
okay, that was hilarious. Because
Yeah.
most of the time it's cool. But then every once in a while, you've got this dumb chief shit. This stupid Batman chief shit. And it drives me bananas. Copenhagen is definitely one of them. I will name his name.
Look, I do shit on purpose a lot just to fuck with you.
What? No way.
No, but like let me explain.
Oh, that wasn't.
That might be
sarcastic.
his most said three
Yeah.
words on the whole podcast. Let me explain.
I like doing it. And I don't know if that's wrong or right. Probably wrong, right?
Well, once it comes to blows, like
well, no, it
once
hasn't
you
come to
get,
blows.
like
though. That's
angry,
the thing.
angry.
I don't get angry. He gets angry.
Well, he
he
gets
gets-
worked up. He said he gets
oh,
worked
my bad.
up.
He gets worked up, but you know.
I think it just kind of piles up inside of him.
The best way to have a friendship is to constantly get into fist fights over whether to get Chinese food or falafel.
I agree with that.
So let me ask you this:
I took that personally.
Do you feel like you two would be more mindful about Amanda's presence in the room if she had that title and role in the podcast, as instead of just an ambiguous person
party.
who's having trouble asserting herself? Do you think you guys would be more mindful about her presence in the room if she had a title over her head?
I
Like,
think
as the person who is the provides structure.
The only thing keeping it from happening is Amanda. Because I think Creighton and I are very mindful of. We both really do consider her like the third part. It's not like 35%, 35%, 30%. It's like 33, 33, 30. Like we are all 1/3 of this. Is how I see it, and I think how Creighton sees it. At least that's how we've discussed it. We've like both been here hanging out watching TV, been like, man, you want to record a podcast? And then be like, dude, man, it's like, oh shit, yeah, okay, never mind. Like and that's it. Like as soon as we remember that, oh yeah, no, there's no recording because Amanda's not here. Amanda is part of the podcast. Amanda just doesn't speak a lot because she doesn't interrupt. You just gotta interrupt us. We're dumbasses. You just gotta yell at us. We yell at you. Don't just let us run over you. Talk shit. You do. You talk so much. You said the funniest shit you've ever said today.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't while we were recording.
yeah. that
Like
shit
it was fucking
hilarious.
unbelievable. And you say so much shit off stream, and you interrupt us and yell at us off stream. You're just, I think you're just mindful of the camera, and you
Well,
feel like
like I said, I've always seen it as y'all's thing, and that I just kind of like stumbled upon, and I didn't
Mhm.
realize that like it was like all three of us are no go. Like I figured like if there was
we're like the three
whack.
musketeers now. You know what I mean? One for all and all for one. That's
yeah.
how it goes.
Well,
right?
I guess now I see that. Before
Why are you shooting me? I'm trying to give her. I'm trying to boost her.
I know,
bump her up.
I was like I needed to get rid of the bullet so I don't
Oh.
just keep wanting to shoot you.
before that I literally thought it was just like y'all too. Like if
No.
y'all had time, you were gonna just squeeze a podcast and it'd be all cool or whatever. Which I'm fine with whatever. But that I don't know. I guess I didn't consider myself like an actual vital part. So
Yeah, you're like a cog in the machine now. You know what I mean?
I love
Like,
you too,
there's no
Pablo.
machine without you. I guess that's the whole machine, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, you're that.
oh.
I don't know the proper words, but you're an important, you're a key figure. Okay, is what my point is.
Okay.
Well, that was real sweet, y'all.
I know. I'm like, oh, like feelings.
I just look. I want you to reach your full potential at this podcast because I feel like you at your full potential is way funnier than me and Charlie could ever be. Like, and
I don't know about that.
Really?
Hold on, let's all take a step back. Everybody needs to shut the fuck up for a second because
Everyone
that
shut the fuck up.
simply is not true. I am fucking hilarious.
Oh, there you go. Trying to be right again.
oh shit.
The most important brick in the wall. Yes, Amanda is the brick. She's the
All
most
in all,
important.
we're
brick.
just another brick in the wall.
Oh shit.
Is that a thing?
No, that's a
That
That's
sounds
a
like
Pink
a song.
Floyd
That's a Pink
reference.
Oh,
Floyd
see,
song.
I don't know songs. I don't know
Wow.
music or lyrics.
Mm.
I might know.
Would you say something's in the way of your music taste?
Sydney, stop it.
Oh my god.
This therapy session was great. You're great, 2%. Shit on, got him.
Charlie is music stupid.
I am so music stupid.
I
I'm
love
the most-
Marissa.
I'm the most
Marissa
music stupid
She's
person on the
awesome.
planet.
Charlie's mute stupid. My God.
Creighton's looking real breedable today. Keep it up, bro.
Thank
Damn.
you.
Okay.
Wait, who said that?
The 15-year-old actually.
Okay,
Rickmo is so
thank
young.
you, Rickmo.
Don't say thank you. That's weird. He's a
Why?
child.
He's just complimenting me.
Doja Cat.
I know the name Doja Cat. I know that it's a something.
Is that the Pop-Tart cat that goes like?
That's Nyan Cat or
oh,
whatever it
okay.
is.
I was
Neon.
pretty close. I know Doja Cat though, for real. I do know that.
Do you know her personally?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I went to one of her music videos.
Which one?
Charlie. I went to one of her music videos.
One of them.
Which one?
I was really drunk. It was all a blast.
I hate everybody.
There were cats everywhere. Pretty sure she's what inspired Catwoman.
Is there anything that you guys like feel the need to add to this whole situation?
I need an acronym for this situation.
Are you serious?
No, look. We can come up with Amanda's title and it be an acronym
There you go.
that spells out Amanda.
Don't say there you go. Don't encourage him.
Or spells out Abida.
Abida.
Oh my God, let's write it out.
Marissa said sad. Pablo. Oh my God. Look, I'm sorry. I was laughing the whole time during y'all's talking. I saw Charlie was getting so angry of just remembering
Me
shit
too,
that I've
Nathan.
said. And that made me laugh so hard.
I need a piece of paper.
'Cause
Are you really gonna write it down?
yeah, it was going to be like S.H.I.E.L.D. from Avengers. You know what I mean? Oh. Hey, are you good at acronyms?
I got a paper in my wallet, Charlie.
I wouldn't say like. I don't know.
Charles.
Ooh, can we get a talking stick, though, for real?
A talking stick is a whiskey bottle, remember?
Perhaps.
Huh?
We're supposed to pass the.
I'm asking you to put it to a vote. I'm putting it on the table. We're all like 50-50-50.
Charlie. Oh, you got.
This is a big podcast.
It's a really good podcast.
It's a really big podcast.
Oh my God.
Thank
Pablo
you, Sydney,
is so hot in Narcos.
for doing this conflict resolution and coming on here and showing your skills and expertise.
Well, it looks like you guys, solved some problems.
Did we?
It was most definitely beneficial, I
Yeah,
think, for
you-
you and Charlie especially.
No, it was more beneficial for Amanda than anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
You
You
guys-
want to do
Okay.
Abida?
Yeah, I mean, are you
You
kidding?
guys solved the interruption issue.
That'll never truly
With
go
Amanda.
away.
You guys are working towards a bigger
Yes.
goal to make her feel more included
An
in the
150% goal.
which is valuable.
Yeah,
Good job.
Absolutely.
Proud of you.
All I can think
Aw.
of is bad things. What?
I'm thinking about that scene from Joker. He's like, all you ask me all the time is if I have had any negative thoughts.
Yes,
All I
Marissa.
have is negative thoughts.
Depression.
You mean the big sad?
Absolutely mandatory and needed, dearest Admiral.
That was good.
Amanda.
Admiral Amanda, or AA for short.
Maybe not AA.
Double A.
You guys got way too excited over that.
Double A.
He's okay. So he's got Abida.
Night night, JoJo.
I like
AAA,
double
one
A.
STJ.
Good night. Wait, what is that? Triple A STJ.
One STJ. That was like a.
I have 3 A's in my name.
Spell that out. I want to see what that spells.
I don't know. They used to say it on
Triple
on the radio.
It's probably a radio station.
Yeah.
Triple A STJ. We should have a radio station.
Yes,
Just about us.
that'd be so cool.
Just plays shirts off on loop for weeks at a time.
Oh my gosh.
Femboy Hooters. You know, that makes it even funnier because of what we were talking about earlier.
I'm sorry for not talking. I'm over here. So far, I'm at absolutely bitching in.
I was waiting for it to hit you.
For what to hit what?
What what Marissa just said. And I was like, that's even funny even funnier for us because of what we were talking about earlier.
Out there, outside.
Yeah, out there, outside.
Outside. Catch me outside. How about that?
You know, she's a rapper now.
Yes.
And
Very
like,
successful.
a very successful rapper.
Mm.
And Dr.
I can't figure out D.
What do you got? Let me like put
Absolutely bitching in. I'm doing Abida.
Abida is what she used to call herself. When
When-
she was like what, 5?
When no,
Wait,
when I
sorry.
was like 2 or 3 years old, they would ask me what my name was, and instead of saying
Dearest.
Amanda, I would say Abida, and my mom thought it was the cutest thing.
That's
so
adorable.
thanks.
I used to tell people my name was Sweetie.
Aww.
That's hilarious.
I called my parents by their first names from like the time I was like 2 all the way up until I was 5.
You know how there's like butterfly effect?
Yeah.
Like the only like I always say that the reason I go by Charlie is 'cause Lindsay started calling me Charlie. And while technically I still think that in my brain that's why, really it's because in the moment, my first day of 7th grade at South, the gym teacher asked if I went by, like they would say, "What's your name?" or the name you go by. And I was like, "Oh, there are options?" And I was like, they got to me, and like I only knew one kid in the class from the like 3 weeks that I finished the 6th grade year at South, but the rest of the time I was at Buford. And for the last 3 weeks I went by Chris, because that's what the teacher like this is Chris, he's new, blah blah blah. And then that first day of 7th grade I was like, I'm gonna be Charlie. And so I was like, Charlie actually. And like I remember my I'm not gonna say his name. But he was like, wait, what the fuck?
Game changer.
Yeah, and I just started doing that, and now everyone calls me Charlie.
Relatively.
Wow.
And then I named myself Charlie on Twitch and Twitter and all that stuff. So everyone there, I have friends who've known me.
You're not on camera.
Oh shit!
There
I
you
have
go.
friends on here. I have friends that like I've known for 4 or 5 years that like don't know my name sometimes, and like I have to like either remind them 'cause they forgot or tell them for the first time 'cause I just don't know who knows or not. Some people just don't know my real name on here at all. Trans expect trans name. I don't understand.
Like Transformers.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Dexterous.
What?
I don't know. I'm
Give
just coming
him
up with names though.
ideas.
Wait,
Absolutely bitchin' and dexterous.
Let me see this. Let me see the paper.
What, no, just write it on yourself.
No, it's too hard.
Except
What do
I
you already
mixed
have?
that.
Let me write it down. Okay, what all do you already have?
Absolutely bitchin' and dexterous and then AH.
Absolutely bitchin'.
I saw
Just
bitch
whispering
on
it.
the paper. I was like, dude.
And wait, and ambidextrous?
Dexterous.
And dumb ass.
In
Wait, how do we spell
dumbass.
abada?
B-I-D-A-H.
A-B-I-D.
I'm done with this. I'm sitting here devoting way too much time to not speaking on a podcast.
Okay, so I got it.
Oh, you got it. You're done.
Absolutely.
Okay, say it. Good job.
Hold on, wait.
He doesn't have it. He said he got it when he didn't, in fact, have it. What's the move to tonight? What?
For tonight.
Faux tonight, Charles. Well, I mean, right now we're doing a podcast. Afterwards, I don't really know. I got to go move some buckets from one garage to another
What?
garage. Yeah, Mike wants me to move the totes.
Mm.
Anyway, that's not podcast stuff. Basically, what I don't know how much of it you were here for, Rickma, but we did like a little, like I'm just gonna say therapy, even though it wasn't therapy. It felt like what I imagined.
Oh, that's back.
Oh, we're good.
Better.
Sorry about that. Can we talk about how buff Charles is? I am not buff. I am still a skinny little bitch. Dumbass is one word that feels like cheating. That's a good point. Dumbass does feel like that's not fair.
No,
Absolutely bitchin' in dumb ass heels. That's it. Like when I fill in dumb ass as 2 words, that's immediately what pops into my brain.
Dumb
though.
ass.
You dumb ass.
Dumb.
You are a dumb ass. Not a dumb ass. A dumb ass.
The mess.
A dumb omelette du fromage. Remember in Hannah Montana? Was I the only one that watched Hannah Montana?
I watched
No,
Hannah
I did
Montana.
too.
Remember in Hannah Montana when she could just speak French
Yeah.
in her like alternate reality where she realizes like that she what happens in that one? She just is Hannah Montana. She's not Miley at all.
Yeah.
Is that I can't remember. That show was underrated. I feel like we don't make enough Hannah Montana references.
No.
I make Hannah Montana references all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Name one Hannah Montana reference you
I
make.
just
Achy
sing the
Breaky
song.
Heart earlier, first
That's
of all.
Billy Ray
That's
Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
It
That
doesn't matter.
that
He's her dad
predates-
in the show. He's Billy Ray Cyrus in the canon of Hannah Montana. I'm not making that reference because
Actually,
I'm a fan
no.
of Billy Ray Cyrus' work. I'm making that reference because I'm a fan of Hannah Montana. And
Well,
fan of
as
him
a
being her
fan
dad.
of Billy Ray Cyrus.
He's actually Billy Ray Stewart.
I know he
Yeah,
is.
in the show.
But he's
Stewart.
also Billy Ray Cyrus. That's his alter ego.
No. He's Billy Ray Stewart, and his
But he's
friends know
also-
that her dad is famous, but
Yeah.
not her.
Yeah.
And he
I
goes
don't
by
think
Billy
that's
Ray
true.
Stewart.
It's true.
It's true.
That's
Watch
literally.
He
the
goes by
show.
Billy Ray Cyrus in the show too, though, doesn't he? Because
No.
Achy Breaky Heart is in the show, and that's a song
Yeah.
written by Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, but
It's like
he-
pseudo real. It's like that Nick Cage movie.
Either way, I'm referencing it because of Hannah Montana, not because of him.
Have you ever? There's a movie. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about what's his name? Charlie Kaufman, the screenplay writer. He would write movies. Nick Cage plays him in a movie, and the movie is so crazy that I'm not even going to try and explain it. But the idea is that the movie is sort of real. He's playing a real guy, and the guy wrote this movie. So Charlie Kaufman writes this movie. Nick Cage plays Charlie Kaufman, and Charlie Kaufman's telling this. It's very meta and weird. Nick Cage is in a movie about to come out called, and I'm not kidding you, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. And the movie's about Nick Cage being himself and not being a good actor anymore.
Oh, God.
But the
That
movie
sounds
is he's
horrible.
broke and he has to go make money. So Pedro Pascal, who is actually playing a different, not himself, is playing like a drug kingpin who just wants to meet Nick Cage because he's his biggest fan on the planet. He's got like wax figures of him and everything, and he says he'd give him $1 million to come hang out for the weekend. So his agent's like, "You gotta do it, man. You're broke as fuck." So the movie is about Nick Cage going over there, not knowing it's a drug kingpin, becoming his best friend, then the government telling him they need him to spy on the drug kingpin, and shenanigans ensue. And it's fucking. The trailer is amazing.
Did you ever watch Pig?
Not yet. Did you?
No.
I heard it was incredible. Apparently, it's like one of his best like acting performances ever.
I came up with a acronym.
Okay.
SDB.
What?
SDB. No. It's not. I've redone it. It's not like what DB normally stands for whenever I bring it up.
Are you gonna say it?
Yeah. I was not that confident in it.
Okay.
I got written here the beast.
Wait, you're saying instead of dumb bitch, it's da beast.
Yes.
The word da,
DB.
the Russian word for yes, is your
No.
Instead of the-
DB.
No.
No.
What do you mean
I don't
DB?
really
Hold on.
like
Wait,
that.
no. I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I don't understand
Where are
what's
you
happening.
getting letters from?
You're saying DB.
Yeah.
Okay,
Da
what does it mean?
beast.
Da beast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know does in a word, right?
That's
what I'm
the
saying.
rules.
Duh.
And
Did
Fairly
you,
Odd
did you just use the rules as a
He
As a
literally
reference?
wrote down Abida and said,
da
DB.
beast? Here's 2 of the letters in the 6-letter name that aren't in order, and there's letters between them. I will flip them backwards chronologically and come up with a new
Well,
thing based
I
on
was
that. You know, how
trying-
about HA? Happy asshole. That's what you're being right now. A happy asshole. It doesn't make sense. You know what? I'm using the first A too, not the one right before the H, just to be extra confusing. What are
Oh
you
my
saying?
God.
You were
Literally,
so
he
confident in
wrote-
Abida.
He wrote the whole shit down and said, I see DB in this shit.
Well, I was like,
He was like, DB,
I was like, maybe I
dumb
can
bitch.
rectify dumb bitch into something.
Oh my
That's
God.
another thing, the whole dumb bitch thing.
Well, that stopped.
It did stop.
There's
Yeah.
still obviously some underlying issues with it.
Yeah.
Sydney, when we started this podcast,
Mhm.
Creighton
Well,
comedically, as part of his like lore for the character of Amanda, who by the way is a coke addict, in the lore of the podcast. I'm a
Yeah, I caught on to that.
what am I? What all am I?
You're
Am I
a
5'6"?
racist.
You're
Racist?
a racist, closeted homosexual who hates himself.
And am also homophobic, right? I'm
Yes.
a gay,
You're
racist,
also part of the clan, too.
homophobic,
Yeah, you're also a part of the clan.
and I'm part of the. Okay, so I'm all those things apparently.
'Kay.
I'm a walking, talking contradiction.
Yeah.
Creighton.
Me and you are lovers.
Sure. Amanda is a
Coke.
cokehead. She is she's what is it? Lady Snow. She's Lady Snow. I'm Charles Bedford because I'm racist apparently, and Creighton is
I think I'm just
Cretard.
Cretard.
me.
That's what he calls him.
Yeah.
So we are all these bad, horrible things. And when we started, Creighton, before we found out Amanda was a cokehead in the lore of the podcast, he would just call her a dumb bitch, and she was the dumb bitch.
Right.
And I was right away, not on board with this at all.
Yeah.
This was a very mean thing to do to our new friend, or my new friend, his longtime, friend of the short-term, long-time friend. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable at all. I would call him a dumb bitch when he called her one, just to like try and level it somewhat. But I was like, she is still being called a dumb bitch by this person live on a podcast.
Yeah, I respect you madly for that, though.
Thank you. I respect you as well. But Creighton finally said he was stopping, but he keeps bringing it up. He's like,
initially,
I want to say a thing that I'm not going to. And it's the same as saying it. Saying
Yes.
that is the same as
Yes.
saying it.
But the thing is you really, you're like, I'm doing that just to fuck with you because
Yes.
it's fucking with you, and it's not really fucking with me. It's just,
See, and I that's where I think you're lying to yourself. It's obviously fucking with you.
no, it's not. Like,
It's not. You see what I'm saying? It's definitely fucking.
look, it was kind of.
I just think he's mean, and that's what I
I
was trying to
do
bring
too.
up.
I got the idea from Miss Always Sunny.
Oh my God, these are goddamn colors.
But it may have been
Old
a bit too far.
black man.
Stop.
Creighton does it, and it works for me. I gotta.
No, it's the Voss thing.
No,
that
it
sends me
changes. It
fucking
depends on
running.
the mood. Like, watch this. Like,
oh shit.
shit, the vase, and then he goes like,
Uh,
I'm
Creighton,
the sweetest plumber.
Creighton will just quote, "It's always sunny."
I'm here to fix your pipes.
She's like, no. Let's go.
Creighton will just quote "It's always sunny"
To
randomly to
Amanda,
try and
yeah.
make Amanda laugh,
And it works.
and it works. It is hilarious. But then he calls her a dumb bitch,
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
mean.
so and that part also came from another episode of Always Sunny,
That's
where
what I
we were
just said.
watching Mac prove that religious or that science was also kind of like religion because of a leap of faith, and he was like, science is wrong sometimes. Aristotle thought that the Earth was the center of the universe or whatever, and then he was proven wrong by Sir Isaac Newton, making him a dumb bitch.
See, now contextually, It could be so much funnier when you say it.
And that's where it came from.
Yes, I get that. Where it comes from and how you use it are different.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The first time he called me a dumb bitch actually was in that auction place. We were walking up towards the door.
was
and
that the first time?
That was
Oh
the
my
first
God, I
time.
remember that.
No, well, we were
That seems like
outside.
so long
He
ago.
walked. We were walking up to the door, and he's like, "'Cause you're a dumb bitch." And I like looked at him, and he's like, "I'm totally kidding." And that's when I started hitting you.
Which is fair.
that I think that is right around the time I started pinching you and kicking you.
Yes, absolutely. You were way more comfortable after that.
Yeah, but I've since stopped because that
I
is
got you a
just
stick.
A talking stick?
No, that you can, that she can hit you with.
it's violence is not the answer, and I've realized that,
I
and I
disagree.
stopped hitting you. So
I know.
it's
and
not right. And well, every person we meet together, you're like, she abuses me.
No,
She
no,
hits
no,
me. You
no,
want to see this?
No, no, no.
And you
I do
pull up
show
your
it off,
arm.
but it's not like in a like I'm trying to throw you under the bus kind of way. It's like look at this, like look at this. I've never been like fucked up like that before. I haven't
yeah,
been.
that makes me feel like
No,
crap.
no, no,
That
no,
makes me
I'm
feel
not trying to
awful
make-
because
I'm sorry.
people don't do that, and
I'm
so
sorry.
like I need to like
Brothers and sisters.
reel it
do
back
that.
in.
I think I hit Creighton like 5 times during the movie.
Yeah, Marissa hit me, but it was kind of like being hit with a piece of paper.
I was gonna say if like Marissa.
That's what you used to say like when I was.
well,
hitting
no,
you.
but you actually got better as you went on. In fact, I think I've helped your form a lot.
I think that you always hit him and he just wants to act tough, but his arm was purple for like 3 weeks from hitting. Sydney, I'm sorry.
Why?
You just look so. You're just like.
No.
Now I feel like you've become the new de facto Amanda. Where, like just quietly, you can interject. Like just
yeah,
because
you
the,
can interject.
just because the mediation is like. I mean, I don't know if it's over. I feel like it's kind of always happening.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I feel like she's just listening to me
If-
like,
if
wow,
I
these
got-
are fucking toxic
if I
people.
got something to say, I'll say it, but
I
I don't have anything
understand.
to say right now.
Okay, yeah, fuck me. I'm sorry.
But thank you for being concerned.
I thought,
I'm
look,
trying not
I'm
to,
gonna be
sorry.
honest. I thought you were over there
Don't-
thinking
just
about
don't
like,
hit
damn,
me.
these people are
I won't.
toxic as fuck.
No, I was just reading the chat.
Oh,
Damn, y'all insecure.
a little, but it's not without merit.
Fair. I mean, that's fine.
I'm more
Kind of
insecure
is right
about the podcast as a whole, not myself.
I
Same.
will say, I feel like what's brought us all together is like we all kind of like trauma, but in different ways.
We
And,
all
like,
what?
we all have trauma in different ways.
Have trauma. Okay, I thought you said
Yeah.
we all like trauma.
No,
and I
no,
was
no,
like,
no.
I don't know if I
It
like
sounded
it.
like we all trauma, and I was like, okay.
We
I
all
guess
trauma. I
We all trauma, you trauma, I
He,
trauma,
she,
he
me,
trauma. Traumology.
The study of trauma.
Traumology.
In first grade, Creighton.
We can study it. We have
Technology.
Hit the dollar bill with a computer. It is so satisfying. It's so satisfying to hold, right? Like, isn't it like the perfect?
Is that our
little-
talking stick?
No, this is the slappy stick. This is what
The
Amanda will
slappy
use to hit you in the future,
Ugh.
and I'll get her a
Instead of my-
slingshot to shoot me. Well, actually, I'll just give her the Nerf gun. That'll be Amanda's. Amanda will have weapons. I loved
just
that
to get
just
you guys
now.
to be quiet.
Look,
All
look,
the trauma.
The
legit
anti-talking
though.
stick.
Legit though. Like we've all been through some crazy shit. You know what I
Very
mean?
crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's what's brought us together as a family, and as a family unit. And I love each and every one of you.
I mean, you're okay. I love Sydney and Amanda.
Aww.
I just like you a lot. I don't know if I'm ready to love you yet.
You were having a moment the other day 'cause like you would say like off shit to me and then be like, "I'm sorry, I actually love you."
Oh yeah, that was a.
What was going on?
It was a weird day.
Yeah, no, it was a really weird.
It's been a
day.
weird week. It's been a weird like 8 or 9 days.
Like he never admits to his.
really, it's
emotions
been
for me.
weird since January 19th.
What happened
Everything's been
January
weird.
19th?
I don't know if I'm totally ready to talk about it on the
Oh,
podcast.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad, my bad.
Trauma?
Yeah.
Well, more resolution of past trauma.
Okay, well, there.
More like
Mhm.
more like closure. If you know what, this might be a decent time to talk about this. Okay. So this is a lot to say all at once. Because
ready.
especially, dude, shut up. You're
Sorry,
gonna make me
go ahead.
laugh.
Sorry.
For reasons I will not get into, but they did happen. I have not seen my mother since February 21st of 2007. And I had not spoken to her or anything. Or no, February. Did I say February or January? February 21st. And I called her, or she called me on January 19th, and we've been like having contact ever since, and like been catching up and hanging out and talking. And it's just been like, it's been weird. It's been good, almost completely good. Like no negative, no weird, no bad. Like it's only been like positive. Like what's the word? Like reconstruction. To go that long. Like those years were like the most important years I feel like for you to have your parents. Like going through teenage, adolescence, and all that shit. Science words. And I didn't have her for any of that. And for a long time, I hated her, didn't like her, didn't even want to talk to her. Like she attempted to reach out like 8 or 9 years ago. Like she wrote letters to me and my brother and sister, and I didn't even read I don't even know where it is. And she attempted to reach out on Facebook and all this other stuff, and like I was just not having it. And here in the last couple of years, I kind of forgave her on my own accord. And I was like, if she wants to talk to me, she can come talk to me. I don't want to text her on Facebook. I don't want to do this or that or blah, blah, blah. Like, I want her to come and see me. That was that was in the beginning of me realizing that I had forgiven her for what she did, which, again, I'm not getting into all that, but that she had left and that she wanted to be part of my life again. In my head, I was like, she needs to, like, show up. She needs to, like, be here, because that's, like, I don't want to be the kid that, like, reaches out to the person that left me. Like, that person wants to need to see me again. And she did, and I knew that, but I also was like, bitch, come see me. Like, I didn't want to, like, just have, like, this communication over the phone. But eventually I realized that's kind of ridiculous when you don't know what someone's life is now, like, especially after that much time. Like, and she's been everywhere. She's been all over the country. And, like, right now she's in California. And so finally, my sister, I haven't been on Facebook in, like, fucking 6 or 7 years. So, like, my sister was like, hey, our mom wants to talk to you. Can I send you her number and you call her? And I was like, you can send her my number, and if she wants to call me, she can call me. And, like, that was where I kind of, like, just drew the line in the sand, like, that's how we'll do it. And, like, the next day, we got on the phone and talked. And it's been good ever since. And that day that Creighton was talking about, I was dealing with a bunch of emotions and stuff, and I'm not the greatest emoter. I'm not a good.
You don't like showing
I'm not a
emotions.
good diesel engine. I'm not a good motor. It's not that I don't show emotions. I enjoy showing emotions and having emotions. I'm just not good with negative emotions, or like if I feel like crying, or if I feel like genuinely angry, I can't show it. I just don't. Like, I either turn it into funny, or I just, like, kind of go off in the woods and cut down a tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to do, is go cut. I don't actually. That was just a joke from when I was like a teenager. I used to actually just go out in the woods. That where the house burned down, if you go out in the woods behind it, there's just a giant clearing like there's like an acre wide clearing where there used to be. You'll just find all these stumps the size of like a fucking backpack that I have, like, a legit just took an axe out there and, like, just was fucking who's the famous the the person who cut down trees in like stories. It's like not a real person, I don't think. I was one of those guys. I was a lumberjack. I was out in the woods. What did you do? I would chop them up and just burn them like firewood. Like, we had a fire pit, so I would just go cut a tree down, cut it up, and burn it.
And that's how you don't.
Paul Bunyan, Red Akbar.
There
That's
you
what
go,
I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Paul Bunyan. Yeah.
I heard testosterone makes it harder to cry. Yeah, no, I feel like that's probably accurate. I haven't cried. No, I cried when I watched The Martian. It was happy tears. I cried happy tears at the end of The Martian, even though it's not a true story. It was just such a good story. I cried at the end of Onward. That was the first emotional cry I had since I was like 9, and watched Black Hawk Down, which I should not have watched at 9 years old. That was a very violent movie. The guy gets his head cut off, like, and it's very visual, and, like, I cried because Christian Bale's such a good actor. When I was a little kid, Christian Bale was such a good. This is the moment I knew that I loved acting performances. Him talking to his dead best friend and freaking out about his dead best friend being like a hallucination. He started to panic and freak out because his buddy wasn't there anymore, and he was trying to give him his shoes because he said his feet were cold. And then he takes them off to hand them to him, and he's gone because he's hallucinating. like I broke down in that moment. My dad was like, "Dude, stop being a little pussy." He didn't. I'm kidding. My dad like gave me a hug and he was like, "It's okay." My dad's awesome. I was just joking. But ever since that day, like I didn't cry about. I don't think I cried for like fucking until Onward came out, like about anything emotional. And like I barely even cried. That's a lie. The cry was A tier. I did cry pretty hard when Christina Grimmie died. That fucked me up. I was a big Christina Grimmie fan. Yo, Charles, when I visit, can we chop trees? Dude, are you fucking... There's nothing I want more than to chop trees with you, 2%. I'll chop some trees. We'll use chainsaws, axes, butter knives. I don't care what we use. We'll figure out... We'll chop some trees down. But, yeah, anyway, that day, that was mostly... And make out? No, not with 2%. He has glasses. I'm not into glasses. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But I was like, how can I attack 2%? I was like, can't say because he's black. That's fucked up. Like then
that would fit in the canon.
That would fit into the canon way too well, and everyone would just like make fun of me forever. Because 2% knows I love him. I just have to pick a reason to not like him. But no, that was the reason I was emotional that day. I guess I'm okay to talk about it now because I just talked about all of it.
That's
Can't
good,
take it back
though.
now.
That's really good.
It's been good. It's been fun. What?
Well, I just like from my perspective, I've known you for like a long time now.
At least 20 days or so. 30
so
maybe.
So like, just from being like on the outside looking in and watching you go from being like fucking angsty rage in at your mom to like, you know, being okay with her not being in your life to being like forgiving like her and forgiving yourself for being angry and now being like where you guys have like got a whole ass relationship blossoming. Like it's been beautiful.
Aw, that's
Beautiful.
so great.
Don't use beautiful.
No, I'm just saying
Such
it
a
has been
weird
because
word.
I
that's
remember
so
you
good,
being
though.
so mad. Like
I was
like,
pretty mad.
when I
Yeah.
first met Charlie. He was fucking pissed. Like you know what I mean?
About that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
about that.
Generally, I was pretty happy. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. No, he wasn't like fucking Bruce Wayne brooding over like his parents' murders or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he was like, you could tell, like
If
whenever
she got brought up, I was not.
yeah, when
I
it
didn't wanna
came
talk
up,
about it.
he was visually upset.
Yeah.
And one of our first deep conversations was about a thing that our broadcast journalism teacher was having us write.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to put your shit out there.
You
but-
can say it if you want.
Okay, but he wrote like this, kind of like a letter to her, like she had wrote him.
The assignment was what was the tagline? Like
I
remember
don't
when?
remember. Yeah, it was like remember when. But
You had
your
to start it with-
thing wasn't even
Mine wasn't
even
like
that.
everyone's.
It was so different. Like it ended up being like this.
So the assignment was to say, like, the student, as a child, to write to your parent or whoever it is that raised you, remember when you did this amazing thing for me in terms of, like, my life and raising me, and here's how much I love you and thank you. And mine went in the opposite direction where I, like, talked a lot of shit to my mom just because I hadn't talked to her in so
Yeah.
long. And I was like, remember when you fucking weren't here? Like, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's...
And
but it was this long, giant thing, and I didn't really tell anyone that I was writing it. And David went to my computer and read it, and like this fucker, I love you, dude. He like printed it out, like without even talking. Like he got like his own copy and everything, so that he could so that I wouldn't delete it or get rid of it.
Wow.
And I ended up like keep it. He gave me like copies of it, and I have them somewhere. I don't remember. I wish I had them now because they got like fucked around whenever we moved. And my dad had them, and now I don't know where the fuck. But he might have them. They might be gone. I have no clue.
I just remember how it ended, and it was basically like, by the time you finish reading this, I'll be out the door just like you were. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was
some
really
angsty.
gave me
It was
goosebumps.
some angsty shit. It was some angsty
it was
teenage
some cold
bullshit.
shit because
Yeah, it was
you
bad.
I don't know if David
I
let
would
us
not
read
want
it
her to
or
read
you
that.
let me read
That-
it. I
wouldn't-
think
I
you let
wouldn't-
me read it, and I remember
probably
reading
did.
that shit, and I was like, "Fuck."
That really gave me goosebumps as
Yeah.
soon as he said that.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
but it was
man.
really good. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fucking negative, but it was
Yeah.
written
Wow.
really well.
That
I-
sounds
Like that's
it
how you could
would.
tell he meant that shit.
I was mad. I was
Yeah.
mad. I was upset. You know, I saw all these people with their moms, and I was like, "You lucky bastard."
Like, and
Oh,
I need you to
wow.
understand my perspective of Charlie at that time. And that time, Charlie was just the dude in my art class that borrowed my colored pencils and had been doing that for like 4 years. And then, like, you know, all of a sudden one day, like, he's got huge character development and is hitting me with these words, like, on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Wow.
fuck, dude.
Powerful.
And I thought I was
I-
angsty.
yeah, I was pretty.
He was hiding it
I
really
still
well.
have
yeah.
goosebumps, honestly. That was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you said that, I was like, Damn.
It was really well written. You ought to publish that somewhere. I mean, I
I
know
don't
it's not.
know.
I know it's not what you feel now.
I
but, like,
really
it's
did,
still
like
really
I
well
really
written.
have like totally flipped. Like I mean I'm very happy that not only that we talk, but like I get excited to like call her and
Yeah.
talk to her and hang out and just have
Aw.
conversation and stuff. Shut
It's
up.
been. It's
I'm
been.
sorry, but that's awesome. I love development. That's so
It's
good.
been a whole like chain, like
I
flip.
also love Arrested
And like
Development.
the thing is like I've always kind of like hoped that would happen, like especially when me and him started doing this. Like I put this on Facebook, and I had found his mom on Facebook and like added her and put like this. I never tagged her or anything like that in it, but I
Right.
put it so that way if she wanted to see it, she could see him. You know what I mean?
Aw. Shit.
Yeah, she had no idea about that.
Oh yeah, no, for
No,
sure. I
yeah.
figured she didn't, but at least the thing was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she has watched recently. She watched the one with Quentin the other day,
Yeah.
and she said that it was very funny and that Quentin is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Quentin's fucking
Because like he would
hilarious.
just interject with like perfect timing and very punctual
Well,
comedy.
Quentin's been friends with us forever, so he's got like that timing down pat. Man, it's been an emotional podcast.
I mean, emotional.
It's
for
very
you.
good.
You got anything you want to get off your chest, Amanda? Anybody you're not mad at that you were mad at?
No, I'm still mad at them. I gotta figure it out for myself.
Oh.
Kind of figure it, but it's similar, I guess.
The only
in a
person left
way.
in my life that I'm like truly angry with is Amanda.
I'd be
Abida.
angry too. Abida? I'd
Or-
be
or-
angry with her too. Fuck that bitch.
I was gonna say a real person, but like I they'll take it the wrong way, and I don't wanna. I'll text Creighton.
Wait. Oh, I want to know.
Well, because it'll be fun to dance around.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
can see. Hold on.
I know who I'm mad at.
Are you mad at someone?
I mean, yeah, kind of, a little bit. I'm dealing with some shit.
You don't know who it is, Amanda, but I figured I'd let you see.
Do
the
I know
name
who it
anyway.
is?
Yo, you definitely
oh my
know.
gosh.
It better be who I think it is.
Oh, gee, it's me. It is Marissa.
It's not who I thought it was.
How y'all feel about that Cars 911?
What?
How y'all
Huh?
feel about that Cars 911? What?
What does that mean?
What is that? What is that?
Matt, what are you saying?
What? Look at who I thought it was.
Abida?
Oh, Jesus. No, just fuck that person. I'm not mad. I just don't like that person at all. Last time I was in here, we were talking about cars. Ka-chow, you fool. Yes, but 9/11? Where did the
Ka-choo.
9/11 come
Oh,
from?
I guess were we gonna do a Cars themed birthday for Amanda's birthday?
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday in
In
September.
almost exactly
6
6 months.
Yeah.
Cussy
Pussy
cake,
cake.
God damn it. And
Hell
now and see,
yeah.
and now it's we'll be
Hell yeah, Marissa.
we'll be derailed for the rest of this. The
Look,
rest of this will be ridiculous. Yes.
Ooh,
Who is
whose
going to
ringtone
sleep?
was
Is someone
that?
going
Is
to
that
sleep?
you?
over
My phone
Oh,
told me
that
when
was-
to go to bed,
Aw,
but I'm not going to bed right now.
there? Did you say aw?
that was cute. It was like do do do.
Well, by then, Marissa, you'll be 18, and it won't be as like ethically weird.
Yeah.
I'm coming to that part. Wait, which party? Oh, Amanda's party.
the
yeah,
9/11
yeah.
party.
I don't know. Do
I'm
I
only
do I
gonna-
want to get into my trauma though, or do I just want to keep it bottled up?
If you do, I will.
If I get in my
Oh,
trauma,
Jesus,
or
here we
you-
go. Okay, real episode time.
Okay.
Oh,
We haven't
shit.
done this in forever.
Oh, shit.
You wasn't expecting me to open up the can,
I
were
don't
you?
wanna Called my bluff.
I'm gonna crack this can open just a little bit. I don't know. I've been going through like a weird time lately because like everything professionally has been going really, really well.
Same.
However, emotionally things have been a little hectic. I was in like kind of a bad relationship before like November and stuff, and then I got out of that, and then I just didn't have anything. And now it's like things are starting to come back, you know what I mean? I got some monies, I got like, I got vehicles working again.
Vehicles are good.
Yeah, vehicles are good.
Always
yeah.
good.
Other than Carly ramming the shit out of mine earlier, but it's okay. It's fine. I just replaced that part, and it'll be good. Anyways, to be
He's
fair,
squeaking over
to
here.
Oh, sorry. There's so many things I want to say that I'm not going to say.
to be fair, I should have listened to Charlie with a lot of that.
Wow, that was awesome. I really like that.
No, with that's the thread that's tying all this together.
Yeah.
Is like
What?
if I had just listened to you.
I mean, I hate to be the person that's like, I told you so. Because honestly, a lot of the time you knew anyway.
Yeah.
And you would say in the moment, you're right. But
No, look,
Yeah.
I told you at the very beginning of all that. I was like, look, if this all goes to shit, it's my bed. I made it, and I'll lie in it.
yeah,
And damn if I haven't.
and that's why I try not to get on you too bad about most of it, unless you start claiming that none of it happened, which you do sometimes.
I do sometimes, but that's only because I don't like talking about it all the time. But it's getting easier. It's getting better. But I did have like a lot of like weird, like not bad dreams, so to speak, but like sad dreams. You know what I mean? Because you would.
How recent are these?
These were like within the last right after I got out of that bad relationship.
Okay.
Because I would have dreams that things ended up working out, and then I'd wake up, and then it would not be good.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was really rough there for probably about like 2 or 3 months. It was a while. Because it just recently stopped. Like, it's been probably like since the beginning of February that things have started to like even out. And I don't know. I'm at a place now where it's like, I don't really want anything, but I don't know if I don't want anything because I don't want to like get hurt, or if I'm just still like healing over a bunch of shit,
Yeah.
And like, to be honest with you, I don't like find myself necessarily like wanting stuff really, unless it's like sometimes like in the moment I might miss something or want something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
gotta give that shit time. Dude, it took me 15
Oh
years.
yeah, for
to
sure. And
talk
I'm not
about.
look, I'm not trying to rush through any of that. It's just like I'm a very like emotional person in terms of my actions. So I go off of like what I feel a lot. And when I don't feel anything towards something, it's weird. Like it's hard for me to make a decision about things. So and that's kind of like where I'm at right now, cuz like I don't feel like I'm stuck or I'm complacent in where I'm at, but I just feel like I'm like barely moving, if that makes sense.
It does
Yeah,
make sense.
makes a lot of sense.
And that's not a bad thing, but it's just like, like you're just kind of like looking around while you're like floating down this river,
Yeah.
and you're not sure
Yeah.
what's around the bend.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
And that's where I'm at right now.
Those dreams that bring it all back are a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no,
I would. You know when you're a kid and like you're in class and you're older than someone, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm older than you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you know how like you would keep tabs on like weird little math things like that.
yeah.
After a certain point, just because I could keep up with the day, because I knew the day, the last day I saw her,
Mm-hmm.
for a weird little chunk for the first 7 or 8 years, like I would have dreams that my mom would be back,
Mm-hmm.
and that I would be upset because 1, I was angry, but 2, I didn't get to say I haven't seen her in this much time now.
Right.
You know, because it's like it like reset the sobriety clock.
Yeah.
Like I would be
Yeah.
mad about it because it reset the clock, and then I'd wake up and be like, "Fuck yeah."
She's
Like,
still not here.
Shit, it's still been 8 years and 47 days or whatever the fuck it was at the time.
Wow.
And that was I remember thinking one day, like, that's dumb. What the fuck is wrong with me? I should not be excited about that. That's a weird thing to be worried about. And then I never had dreams about it for the last like 4 or 5 years. Every once in a while I'd have a dream that she would just be back, and I wake up and be like, ugh, there's another one.
See, for me, it's every once in a while that I have a dream. Like I had one earlier this week, and it was like it wasn't like I remember the dream, but I remember the feeling when I wake up. You know what I mean? And it sucks.
Marissa said that Creighton never has a consistent sleep
No,
schedule.
that's
but what
true.
I read was Creighton never has a croissant sleep schedule. I just wanted to say that out loud.
But my thing is like I remember the date too that I last talked to her. So like it's very
Oh, the person that you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's very not like fresh anymore, but like more like a like processing thing, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my god.
And I try not to do this thing, but sometimes like you do this thing where you play back everything that happened in your head.
Yes, holy shit.
And
Yeah.
you're like, how did I not see like all
Yeah.
this shit? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the shit that fucks with me, because I'm like, damn, I'm fucking stupid. Or I'm like, oh, I should have seen this stuff coming. Or like, what could I have done? You know?
Yeah.
Love is blind.
You start seeing shit that you never saw.
Exactly.
Did you say Love is Blind?
Yeah, honestly.
Have you
That's
been
the
watching
name
that
of
show?
a dating show on Netflix.
It's a dumb show.
I
Oh.
meant
First
just like you
episode
don't
is
see
great.
things when
Yeah.
Mm.
you're in love. So
Yeah. When you're wearing those rose-tinted glasses, all the red flags just look like.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's from
Phoebe.
BoJack Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa Kudrow's character says
Yeah,
that she's an owl.
it's fantastic.
It is a
It's
great
a great
line.
quote. Anyways,
I hate being the one that is going to sidetrack us, but I just want to say the first episode of that Love Is Blind show, kind of fucking awesome. But then it's so bad immediately into the second episode and for the rest of the series
Damn.
that it's ridiculous. The concept is super cool.
but it's like the inaction.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know that dating show that Cosmonaut watched?
Yeah.
Where like they go on a few dates and then at the end you figure out which one they decide we're going to try this.
Yeah.
That's where Love Is Blind should stop. But what Love Is Blind does is the first episode, everybody's talking to each other through a wall and they can't see each other. They have like not even a silhouette, like zero idea whether you're white, you're black, you're tall, you're short, skinny, fat, nothing. Like they don't have any clue at all what you look like or how you are. And it is so interesting listening to them talk about their life and stuff and like get to like somebody for those reasons. And then you have to watch this goddamn reality show once they decide. Because here's the fucking coup de grace. They get married when they meet legally.
Oh, like Marry Me, the movie.
They don't see each other. And then the moment they see each other for the first time, they decide if they're getting married or not. And they all fucking do. And then the show is them, like, living their life. Like,
Seems like
going and getting married, going through their the honeymoon, and then... And like I got 2 episodes in and was like, oh, well, now it's just bullshit. This is just keeping up with the Kardashians. But, like, the first episode's super interesting because you have, like, you're actually getting, like, this really intimate, awesome exchange between 2 humans. And I was like, well, this is gangster. And then it just gets so bad so quickly. I like root beer.
Could you imagine though, like if we did that?
Did what? Love Is Blind?
Yeah.
If you got married the first time you saw
Yeah,
each
no,
other.
but like
No,
me and
I don't.
Charlie. Or are you talking about like just random people?
I guess you and Charlie.
Yeah, no, we would definitely get married.
No,
it will work
are you
out.
fucking
it
kidding
will
me?
work out
No.
perfectly.
Listen, it would not work out. I know myself, and I know this fucking Play-Doh man in front of me. We would not end up together.
You can play with Play-Doh though.
Me and Amanda can be your maids of honor.
Yes. Yes.
Stop.
I'm for
Listen,
it.
you guys can be my maids of honor at whatever wedding I end up being at, but just not the one that will never happen with me and Creighton. You stop this madness.
Marissa said,
happening?
I'll be the minister. Ooh, we should become ordained ministers, Charlie.
I am an ordained minister.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Carly
No, you're
is.
not.
I married I did. I married my friends in Vegas.
Aw.
I don't believe you.
Okay. I
think
mean, you
you're
literally, it's not even a test. You literally fill out a form. Like, we got it printed at the fucking, what's the casino called?
lying. Who did
Icon?
you marry? What are their names?
Shake and Lalia. Shake and Lalia. I get the ones that get Snapchats of their kids all the time.
Aw.
Yeah. They weren't married yet, so we married them. That's like the whole reason we went to Vegas. Well, I think it was the whole reason. The real reason was so that they could get me high for the first time. But, like, they were also like, fuck it, let's get married. Like, literally day 3 of our 6-day trip, they were like, you want to get married? Like, this is bullshit. Let's just go get married. And we were like, fuck it, let's go. They did, like, the joke and everything. They got ring pops. It was hilarious.
Aw.
Then they got real rings when they went home. Guy Fieri. I agree. It's Fieri, but whatever.
I don't know
Guy
if I believe
Ferrari.
you. You've lied so much to me in the past.
Mhm.
I really don't.
I'm really
believe
good
you.
at it.
I know. That's why I don't believe you.
It's a reasonable thing. That's actually adorable. Yeah, I mean, it's not real. I didn't do that.
I knew it. I knew he was fucking lying.
Ah.
I was like listening. I was like, this is bullshit. This is all
Yeah.
bullshit. I knew it. I'm getting so good at this. Oh, fuck you, Charlie.
See, it's all a plan. He thinks he's getting good at it. But he didn't know. He only knows because I told him.
No, but
Bro, I thought you were going to
looked
let
at
it ride.
Amanda.
Nathan, I was
looked
it.
at
I knew
Amanda.
Nathan was here.
Amanda and I made eye contact, and I was looking at her. I was like, "This is bullshit."
You're
I
such
was
a
like-
bitch. So that's what Marissa said to me. Nathan, I was gonna, but then I was like, I really don't feel like committing to this.
I look. I know you didn't. I knew from the beginning.
But it is easy. I do know it's easy to do. I haven't done it, but it is easy just to get ordained. Like,
We
it's
should
literally
do
filling
it.
out a form.
You know,
We should do it. We should go start marrying people randomly.
there are cats that are
I look
ordained
like I'm
ministers.
hitting you, Charlie.
Carly's ordained.
Ow, ow, oh
ordained?
no, Amanda, stop,
Carly?
please. Ow,
Charlie's
shit.
ordained, like
I have
legitimately.
done my job.
I believe it. I believe Carly's ordained. I don't believe you're ordained, Charlie.
I'm not.
Well,
I
it's
just
a
told
good
you.
thing that he just told you a bullshit story.
You know what? I'm gonna get ordained and hang it up in my office at work.
Chris, thank you, dude. I love you, man. 25. Dude, 25.
You know what? That'll be awesome. Like
That'll be
people-
your certificate to get you keys.
No, I'm gonna have that certificate, and then I'm gonna have below that ordained minister, and it's gonna have nothing to do with Food Line, but it's
Absolutely
gonna be
nothing.
absolutely.
You
Like,
can
think
marry
about it.
Food Line
I
couples.
could marry people right there in Food Line
Yeah.
as part
Yeah,
of my friend.
people will totally
Okay,
think it's a
okay.
good idea to
If
get
you're
married.
gonna-
at
Look,
Food
there
Line.
is this guy. We
What
got a
aisle?
whole newsletter about it, about how this guy proposed to his girlfriend in the parking
In
lot
the
of the Food
parking
Line that
lot.
they met at.
I think it'd be cute to get married in the bakery.
That could be nice.
Aw,
Honestly, that
cute.
could be
Yeah,
nice.
that'd be cute.
Like
God,
the
we are
cereal aisle,
all-
maybe.
Fucking.
Damn, we need to
hillbillies.
know a couple to get married, so that way we can be like, oh, you guys made it work.
Get married where the rice is.
Yeah.
Pour a bag of rice. Throw a bag of rice.
Yeah,
boil
just
boiling
right
bag
over
rice.
Look,
at
don't
people.
even open the bag. Just fucking.
Just fucking
throw that
grenade.
sack out.
Throw the bag. Just grenades. Throw that
Just-
shit at people.
You see Marissa like off into the side, just whoa, like just toss it. Like
Not
This-
even throwing, like literally holding the bag and just fucking slapping bitches with the bag of rice.
It'd probably be weird to get married at the deli.
It probably would get kind of
No, but think about how close they are to the cake.
How about produce with the flowers?
Nah, that's fucked up.
cooler than the other side of the pillowcase.
Yeah, see, look, that's not eco-friendly.
Get married
Those
by
are
the
dead
salads.
plants.
Who
Okay,
wants to
that's
get
very
married at
depressing.
Food Line? That place is not clean.
It's very clean. Look, we can have a stage. We'll do it in the break room. You know what I mean? Well, no, we'll have a recession in the break room.
A recession? A reception?
Whatever it is.
Your father walks you down an
Recession?
entirely different kind of aisle, the dairy aisle.
I mean, there probably is a recession in the break room. Like, honestly.
There's been tough times in this break room.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Coke prices are
The
way
Great
up.
Oh my
Recession.
god, we can have a recession in the break room.
You mean a reception?
$2 a can.
That's,
I would
that's
never
what
pay
he
for
said.
that.
He literally said it with the utmost confidence. We can have a recession in the break room.
I did.
Where was Charlie?
Charlie was
He thought
face-
that I said it.
Charlie was face the fuck out.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm reading. I'm over here reading chat.
Okay.
They're having their own. They're all making very good
Oh
jokes.
my god.
Look, okay, this is where we need to have it. We need to have the wedding in the gift card aisle because that way.
Where is that at your store?
It's just one little section at the end of the
Not
cereal
even
aisle.
an aisle.
But
I know, but where that's got all
it's
like
at
the
the end. It's right there in front of the meat, which is perfect because you get that nice cool breeze in there, you know, from the meat coolers. So that way, everybody they'll
And
be
it's
hot
like-
in their tuxes and stuff. They
Right.
get like that.
and then
comes
like
through.
that. I think that aisle leads to the doors, right?
Yeah, it's right there in front. So yeah,
So
you
you
get
can
a
walk
draft.
up there,
You get
yeah,
a
I
firm
mean, like-
draft, you know, and then you come up and then
The
you
wedding music plays as you're entering
you know,
the store.
and the gift cards are the background because the gift cards are very pretty. You know what I mean? But it's all
Yes.
different sceneries, so it's like you're getting married around the world.
Right. Wow.
Hmm
We've got it planned already.
Absolutely, and then we'll have the reception in the break.
I'm
room.
getting married at the bottom of the ocean.
Me too.
And then we'll
we're
have-
not
With a brick.
getting married to
Whoa.
That's Food Line. That's what we're planning.
We'll have the big like first dance or whatever in the stock room because that's got the
Aw.
most room. you
No,
know?
there's not a lot of room in y'all stock. room,
Ours has
buddy.
been cleaned out. Keith and George have been working hard.
Oh.
You know,
Working real hard.
that's what she said.
Yeah, that would be great though.
The only thing
What,
working
that
real
she
hard
said
is
that,
me
or
when I'm
the
swimming
honeymoon?
down to the bottom of the ocean for my
Mm.
wedding. My wedding will
Or-
be at the bottom of the ocean.
Or we have it at the customer
No,
service
your
desk.
wedding will be with Creighton.
Too
at Food
busy.
Line.
I'm not marrying Creighton.
Close the
I am.
door.
I am a.
Close
I'm
the
a
door.
normal,
store.
straight white, just shitty person. I wish I was gay sometimes, but
See,
not
like,
with Creighton. If
he's-
I was gay, I would only not date Creighton. I
He's
would be a
closeted.
gay. If I was gay, I'd be a
He's
gay
very,
slut. I'd be a whore.
He's
I would.
closeted
I would
for
date
Creighton.
so many.
He- oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
he's
no, no.
CC.
Don't.
CFC.
Hey, don't seduce me with alliteration. You know it turns me on. I love alliteration.
Creighton
And I am not
phobic.
closeted for Creighton. God, that does sound fun to say.
That sounds like a band name.
Creighton
We should start a
phobic.
band called Closeted for Creighton.
Oh wow, that
So
actually
terrible.
is.
Or we'll
No,
start another
don't encourage him.
podcast called Closeted for
Oh
Creighton.
my God, where I just sit here and talk about how much I love you.
Where yeah, but I'm not here.
Yeah.
It's just like a closeted from me.
It's like you are in a room in the podcast, but it's like you can't hear anything.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
exactly. And then I come out here and you start talking shit, and I can't watch the podcast, so I never know what
And you're like,
saying.
hey guys, what are you talking about?
Oh, that'd be
Dude, imagine having your honeymoon at IKEA.
Think of all the furniture.
That kind of would be dope. Imagine you just sneak in, you stay
A
there for
different
the
room every night.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There you go.
There are like people that legit have like just stayed at IKEA for like months because they can hide. And then they'll like stay in, like they'll wait until things die down after they close, and then they'll just get in a bed and sleep there and like live their life.
I peed next to a homeless guy last night.
Sydney,
that
do you
was
understand what I'm talking about? Like, do you
What
get, do you get it
was
now?
that?
Do you get it now?
What
Like,
in the
was-
goddamn
is that
fuck
where
was
you went?
that?
That's just
Yeah,
that's where he he just goes to a new place.
You, and I could
Look,
not
look,
find
look,
you.
look, I had to get to
You
the
were
bathroom,
pissing
but
next
I
to a
was
homeless
I wasn't
guy?
gonna go and wait in that long ass line. So I went outside and I went across the street and I found like
Okay.
a group of homeless people. I was like, it's probably cool if I pee down here. And then I went around the corner and peed.
I'm glad that I didn't find you because I was actively looking for you, but I couldn't see you.
Well,
so
you
I
didn't
went
look
back.
far enough, and that's
Okay,
all.
I'm back. If the stream buffers again, I'll jump off a bridge in Red Dead Redemption.
So,
Clint, I hope it doesn't. I
but
love you.
look, let me explain my thought process here. You said people were sleeping at IKEA, and I immediately went to homeless people because
Squatters.
Yeah, exactly. And then my brain went to, hey, I saw homeless people recently, and I was like, oh yeah, I saw people
In
homeless.
fact, I
when
peed with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only, in fact,
It's related.
And that's how, that little. And look, this isn't a crutch. This isn't me trying to lean on this as an excuse. But I got ADHD, so like my brain just goes all over the place all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like different things shoot off different lights in my head. Like you could say to potato chips, I'll be like, oh, this one time I went to this brewery.
Yeah.
Because I'll think of a potato chip factory, and then I'll
You've
be
never
like,
really understood homeless people until you've pissed with them.
you never understand till you walk a mile in someone else's shoes,
Or piss next to them.
or pee, or piss where they piss,
This is gonna become the new.
Or piss
new
right
piss
next
bucket.
to their shoes.
or piss right next to it, or piss in their shoes,
Don't do that.
or you piss in your own shoe
That's just
to
fucking
simulate
rude.
the feeling of being a homeless
Shittiest
person
superpower
who's had
ever.
their
Just to know what it feels like.
just probably pretty wet.
Are you making the assertion that homeless people have piss in their shoes?
Yeah, that's racist.
No. That's not correct.
Shittiest, dude, Matt, I got there a second before you typed it. Shittiest superpower ever. You gain their knowledge, but you have to pee where they pee.
Oh
Think
shit.
of all the things I know now.
I bet you can. Oh, never mind. That's mean.
Oh god. Projectile piss.
Look, I will say this. I have peed in that area before, and there's always homeless people there. And, like, it was fucking freezing the last time I peed. And, like, they can sleep. They can
was
sleep
fucking
anywhere.
freezing.
You know what I mean? I don't mean that in a bad way. This isn't in a judgmental way. But, like, I
Listen,
think
Mr. President, I gotta use your bathroom. Trust me.
That might be where the cops don't harass them at.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't think about that. But yeah, it's like crazy. Like like seeing them sleep in areas I would have never even like thought about. You know what I mean? And I know that might be me saying that from like the privilege of
Sure,
you know always having a roof over my head. But it's just you know you don't think about things like that until you actually see it like
Yeah.
right there in front of you. You know what I mean?
Oh god. He fucking died for a minute.
You okay?
He died for the sins of our piss.
Oh my god.
So wait, we
Thank you, Matt.
may have solved the bucket challenge. All you gotta do is bring a pair of shoes to piss in during the movie.
Oh
The
shit.
shoes will soak it up.
Imagine you know about aliens because you pissed in the Oval Office. 7 deadly pisses. Anytime. Love you, man. Oh my god. That is such a cool superpower. It's such a useful superpower.
Right?
It's weirdly useful.
Oh, I would hate all the just the extra information that I didn't want to know. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey man, can we swap urinals?
'Cause,
The
like-
fuck, why?
Like
Listen,
you're
man,
mid-pee.
just bad vibes over here.
Like think about like you piss into somewhere like no one else has pissed before, and it just like wipes your brain. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Oh
Don't
my
say
God.
that. That is such a terrifying
scary.
thought. I have this magic power, but I can only ever pee in places I know others have peed. That is fucking horrible.
You could never pee in a brand new house.
God, that's my first Dungeons and Dragons character. Hold on.
Just unlock the knowledge of the
Piss Memory. Powers. Underline.
Everything my piss touches becomes mine.
Oh my god, that is fucking incredible. God's pissed there. You unlock the knowledge of the universe.
Could you imagine peeing where Aristotle peed? And like just thinking that all of a sudden the earth is the center of the universe.
I just piss for Socrates pisses, and I'm like, oh damn, I know everything about myself. Know thyself.
To pee or not to pee?
God damn it.
You pee where the president pees, and now you know the nuclear launch codes.
Oh, my neck needs some crack.
Oh,
there it went.
what if you piss where animals pee? Does that mean you become like that animal, like mentally?
No, I think you just have its memories. Stop it. You're
Oh,
shaking
yeah.
this too. You saying that you
Oh
piss
my
somewhere where no
gosh.
one's pissed freaked me out too much.
Now he's gonna be like,
We're asking the questions that need to be answered, Charlie.
You got a ghost? Does it pee? I got you.
Yo, imagine if you pee where a ghost peed.
Oh my God! Piss where Julius Caesar died or did, and now you know what it feels like.
Wait.
to be
Let's
stabbed by 12
back up
people?
for a second. Okay, what if you have like PSP? Like, you know what I mean? Like, like anywhere you piss, like you pick up on whatever paranormal activity is going on.
oh my god, PSP.
They're like, is your house on it? And like, hold on, let me
PSPP.
zip and pee on this wall, and I'll be able to tell you.
PlayStation Portable. Don't cross the stream.
It would be
Stay tuned for the
PSPP.
next episode of Ghost Hunters.
Like, look, all I'm saying is like, it would be the
PMT
weirdest
emitter.
psychic I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Because like they're pissing all over your house trying to get a good read on things.
Hold on a minute, let me whip it out.
Do you have any potted plants? It makes everything a lot easier for everybody. It's a lot less messy.
Look, you can question my methods, but you can't question my results.
Urinary
okay?
tract infections block your powers. Fuck.
I've cleansed like 3 different houses this way.
You trap ghosts with your piss.
Oh, it's like the ghost whisperer. But you're the ghost.
The
pisser.
ghost whisperer. The ghost whisperer.
Imagine going to a haunted urinal.
Just like,
Damn.
oh,
What? You got a better one?
no.
No,
I
no.
don't.
Oh. I was thinking of Putin. Like, could you imagine if you farted and you picked up?
This is where Pissy Pete died. He peed a lot in this urinal. We found him dead outside of it, but his dick was out, and we there was like a little trail of urine, so we kind of assumed we didn't test it. We assumed it was his. Would you mind peeing here and telling us what happened?
Dicks out.
Access the memories of Pissy Pete.
He's like,
Tell us. We need your skills.
He's
Yes,
like,
Matt.
He's like Sherlock, but with piss. The crimes only make sense after he's pissed all over it.
I was thinking of peeing in your parents' toilets, but I got too weird in my brain. Oh, no.
My God.
Oh, I don't want any of that information. Fuck you, Flint. Why would you do this to me? No, I have all the thoughts now. It's incontinent. It's incontinent, Ian. We need you to track him down.
Don't give the Sherlock writers any ideas. What if, like, it's not even he's, like, sensitive, he just has a piss fetish?
It's gonna be a
Like,
great-
he's already, like, a really good detective, but he's like, let me
I'm
feel
a
it.
really good detective. Imagine Daredevil.
Oh, my God. He can
Says
only see
to
people
Doctor
when
Strange
he pees
that
on
he's a
them?
really good
Oh.
detective.
What if Daredevil could only see people by peeing on them?
If you're his bro, like you gotta let him, right? Like if I'm blind, but I can see you if I pee, you're gonna let me pee on you at least once, right, Creighton?
like
Creighton, answer the question
I don't
first.
know. Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Like the pheromones from the pee make him able to see. You know what?
I gotta pee.
All this pee talk's making you pee, pissy.
I've had to pee.
Oh, you could just get up and go pee. Like, we don't care. And we're not going to stop recording. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh man, this is good.
What, the piss talk?
I'm upset at how fun this piss conversation has been.
Okay, now back to my Putin story. Like, imagine you fart.
Putin or Puting?
Puting, like
Okay,
farting.
okay.
Imagine you fart, right?
Yeah.
And then because you fart, everything your fart touches, like, you're able to, like, absorb the information. You know what I mean? Like, if-
Everything your fart.
So like, say I
Simba.
fart. So
Everything your fart touches is yours.
So like, say like you fart, right, and then it touches this table, but now I know what this table feels like without touching it. But I can also read minds with it.
I mean, I just feel like it's dangerously close to the piss superpower.
It is dangerously close to it, but
Your
it's
lair
also
would
a
be
texture
called
thing.
the bladder. Going back to the bladder. That's where I do all my research.
Who would your arch enemy be? Diapers?
No. Pants.
ShamWows?
I need
because they're really
people-
absorbent.
As a gainer of information, I need people to pee in more places than than they usually would. Like, I need them to be able to pee in like inconspicuous places, like walls outside in the alley. Like, I need noticeable places so that I can, like,
Would it work like a
if I'm
dog?
on a mission where I don't need people to see me, I need to be able to like be conspicuous and still piss in the place where they are to gain information last second.
Diarrhea.
Because you don't gain that person's like consciousness henceforth. It's what they knew at the time of the piss. Everything that their life had been up to that piss is what you know.
Oh, so it's like a,
So, like,
a
if-
recorded thing.
If you pissed on a wall and then I went behind you and pissed there, I know everything that happened in your life up until that moment. But if you left that moment and fucked around and
It's like seeing a picture.
died, then I'm like, well, fuck. Now I don't know what to do.
Why are we getting the piss logistics?
I mean, listen, your vomit allows you to communicate with animals.
I like that.
This is where the lost prophecy lies. I finally found it. Unzips.
Diarrhea
Lapi-
is my nemesis.
Lepistics.
Lipistics.
Oh my god.
Maybe this is Amanda's trauma dealing with us.
Huh?
Well, we were talking about trauma earlier, and you're like, "I'll go if you go."
Oh. Well.
How much pee do we have to pee on the person if we're blind if we get to see them?
Like
the Daredevil thing?
I'm
Like, is it a
thinking.
lot,
I'm thinking
or,
like
like, do we
aroma. So like you can pee on their shoes, right? And then like the aroma will lift up and go around them, and then that way you can kind of like make out the shape of them. So you gotta pee low. It's not about coverage necessarily.
Amanda,
What?
would you let me pee on your shoes if I was blind and I needed to see you? For our relationship, for our friendship, this podcast to work, I need to see you. That is simply how it is.
Yes, I would let you piss on my shoes.
Thank you, Amanda.
Flint said, "Huh?"
Depends on how hard you sprinkle when you tinkle. I get it, Creighton. I
Say
feel
that.
it.
Say that like Dr. Phil.
It depends on how hard you sprinkle when you tinkle.
This is how people will
You're-
develop a piss kink. Man.
Your body's 70% water, and Daddy's thirsty. It depends on how hard you sprinkle when you tinkle. That is such a great. I'm so glad you said that. It's like the Labrador joke with Bill Cosby, or the Labrador. Remember when it's laying in the water, and Michael said to read it as Bill Cosby. Did I not show you that?
I don't think so.
Somebody took a picture of a Labrador, and it's so happy. It's sitting in like, like on the side of roads, like in neighborhoods where like it's like the curved sidewalk so that water can flow into drains.
Yeah.
It's like flooding from a rain, and there's a Labrador just laying in it, wagging his tail all happy. And someone Snapchatted it and put the words, "A Labrador, Labradoing what Labrador, what a Labradog, Labrado."
Yeah,
And my brother was like, "You should read that like it's Bill Cosby." I was like, "A Labrador, Labradoing what a Labradog, Labrado." And I was like, "Well, yeah, it's way better when you say it like that."
Have you seen the channel post?
It was so funny. I'm getting a text.
He's at war with beavers? What? He
What are you
unclogged
saying?
Storm Street. I don't know what Flint's saying. I think I'm losing it because I'm pretty sure Flint just said this guy's at war with beavers.
Sorry, this is the part of the podcast where we all look at our phones.
Would you let me pee on your shoes?
Well, I mean, I would be like, yeah.
Hi, Nathan. I'm Charlie.
My shoes are waterproof.
This is Amanda.
Oh yeah, that helps.
Sydney's in the recliner.
Ooh,
Creighton's in the red chair.
Waterproof stuff. That's your weakness because you can't absorb it, and your pheromones won't stay on it, so you can't.
Well,
see
that's
it.
not my weakness. It just means I can't see the people I'm talking to.
Yeah, but
I
it's-
still gain knowledge from peeing where people
No,
stood.
Yeah, but it's like lead to Superman. You know what I mean? He can't see through it.
I just want to
Okay.
say that you seem to be doing really well with your continuity this evening because before I left the bathroom, I thought that when I came back down, you'd stop be talking about urine. But here we are.
Well, this is just such a good thing
You've
to talk
done
about.
really well at staying on topic. Good job.
Thank you. I
Are
we
you talking
actually
about
did-
piss tonight?
I reckon. Seems to be.
Look, he did what? His cup? Sorry, I was thinking about the piston cup.
Do the Cars Universe cars pee? What is peeing to them? Don't they use all their gas?
They pee out of their cussy.
Oh God. Stop.
Cussy.
Pussy. I see you pee. It's oil? Oh, okay. They pee out. So Bumblebee from
Like
Transformers?
that's different. He's not Canada Cars. He's
Did
into
you not
other
see
things.
Cars too? I don't remember. The wiper fluid is their pee. Then
Hi,
why do they
Nathan.
even have
There's a bidet.
Hi, not Nathan.
Or there's a bidet in Cars too. And Mater doesn't know how to feel.
Oh,
about
yeah, the Japanese toilet. That shit was crazy.
It. Shit fucked Mater's shit up. He came out of there shocked and changed.
Bet Simmons got a piss kink from Bumblebee? Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
I can see that. That's why he became a crime boss.
Every house needs a bidet. I've heard they're pretty great.
Every
It's so
bidet
fucking
needs
nice.
a house. You know what I mean?
Wait. Have you heard this ridiculous argument on the internet?
Oh my God.
Are there more doors or are there more wheels on the planet? Have you heard this?
I feel like there's more doors.
What?
Wait, are we counting door frames, or does it have to be like a door that closes?
A door. Are there more doors on the planet or more wheels?
I feel
don't
like
know, 'cause
doors.
Lots of things with wheels have doors.
A lot of things.
But everything with wheels has doors. You know what I mean?
Not everything.
Yeah.
No,
And every house has at least like fucking 80 fucking different doors.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 80.
I mean,
a
like you
lot
gotta
of
think
doors.
about: are we talking about cabinet doors, or are we talking about entrances?
Like doors,
Where,
like
where do
not
we
a
draw
cabinet.
the line?
Well, you know what? Bicycles don't have doors. That's a good point.
Bicycles
Motorcycles
don't have doors. Motorcycles don't have doors. But other than that, like every other vehicle has doors.
There's also 18-wheelers.
18-wheelers have doors.
18-wheelers have way more wheels than doors, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Most
oh,
vehicles
oh,
have
interesting.
a similar amount of doors as wheels.
Well, I don't know. Are we counting like because the glove
There's also
box's
long
door,
wheels,
every
but
Well,
component-
no, the
long
glove
chain.
box is not a door. That's
but it has a door. You know what I mean? Like it
That's
has
not
a
a
thing that you open.
door.
And
That's-
there's
but that's-
also a
that's
lot of
different.
little compartments on the
That's
side of
different.
18-wheelers that open and close, like that have doors. So like, where do we draw the line? Is what I'm asking.
A door is not
Like a-
anything that opens.
Okay,
A
okay.
door is the item, the thing.
What
that
if
is-
we-
So, like, if that door frame had no door in it, that doesn't count.
Okay,
it needs
no,
to be
that's
the
fine.
physical.
What do we say this? It's like a thing that can open and close that people have to pass through.
Are shelves doors, Creighton?
No, but
That's what
like,
Flint
but
said.
but cabinets have doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your whole kitchen
That's
has at least 18 to 20 doors in it.
Yeah.
The steering
If we're
wheel
counting
does
that.
count as a wheel. Yes, skateboards, they have wheels, no doors.
Yeah, that's true.
Lots. There's wheels in drawers.
There's
like
also
it-
just like wheels that exist by themselves.
yeah. There's
attached to
gears.
nothing.
Gears are wheels. There's a lot of different types of wheels. There's
Hmm.
way more wheels than doors.
Well, I
think.
feel like if we're counting gears, we might as well count like a glove box door then.
You know what? I'll
Yeah.
give you glove boxes being doors. But even then, I think there's so many
Center
more.
Microwaves
doors.
had
console,
door.
too.
Center console. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like because they're
They
even
also
though-
have wheels on the inside. They have gears that turn. Gears are wheels. There's a lot of wheels. There's so many more. Every drawer has wheels.
You know what doesn't really
Not
have
everyone,
like
but a
either
lot.
one of those?
What?
Phones.
Damn.
They-
You know,
used
sometimes
to
you
have
have such
wheels.
a like. Sometimes you have such a fucking philosophically incredible like understanding of a situation, and it pisses me off because you're like, you know what has neither of these things that are everywhere? Phones.
There's an app for that. You can download the app. With
Oh my god, I don't mean. I mean like
Conveyor belts
food
are a
to
big
device.
game changer. Conveyor belts have so many fucking wheels.
Wait, how the fuck did we get on this topic? We were talking about piss earlier.
I think that's ran its course.
No,
we,
yeah,
we,
for sure. It
We
definitely
honestly,
has.
we walked
Yeah.
But I
pretty
just
deep.
I'm curious about how we got from A to B. You know what I mean?
Well, I remembered
Keep
the
those
argument.
wheels turning in your brain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, and there's wheels in your brain too.
Are we counting those?
We
Because
talking
if we're counting those, we
Wheel
might as well
in the
count the
sky.
doors in your brain too.
Shit, you're right. Okay, every door in the brain is 1 for 1 with
There's
wheels.
that game. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
What game?
Are you talking about? Oh, are you saying the game? Because we all just lost.
No, I mean like
Jesus.
the game where you're supposed to someone's supposed to lay down, and then somehow you're supposed to close your mind and imagine doors in your head and go through the different ones. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Sounds like a
I think I've
therapy
heard of
thing.
it.
On Creepypasta or something is
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a creepy game, but
Ooh, let's play that, Charlie. Charlie won't do it.
We
I mean,
did
what
it-
do you? What is it playing?
I
What do you
did
mean
it in,
play?
high school.
Like you lay down and you imagine going through different doors.
But
basically,
it's
right?
like a team thing. Like someone's got to sit there and talk you through. There's a process and getting
Astral
there in your mind.
projection.
No, it's all inside. You're not going anywhere. It's in your brain.
Opening a web page does not count as a door flint. Nipples are not doors. A snake is not a wheel. What is happening?
Nipples are wheels, if anything.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
What about? Never mind.
What about what?
Nothing.
Were you gonna say the vagina?
No.
The vagina's a door.
No, I was gonna say belly button.
Vagina is a door.
Belly button. That's
The belly button is a
It's a.
straw.
It's kind of just like a dead end. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't go in
Yeah.
it. You can't. Spin
Nipples
it.
are straws. They're human straws. Humans are just straws.
Vagina is an entrance.
Dude, don't all caps it, Marissa. What the fuck? Ain't it weird snakes have no legs? What is happening in our Twitch chat? I think we've gone on too
Oh
long. You know
my
what,
God,
guys? It's been a great
yeah.
podcast. This has been a very good podcast.
Wait.
This is a
are-
really
are
good
twist
podcast.
off caps wheels, or are they doors because they're openings?
Oh my god.
I think they're caps.
I think they're both. they're both one and not one at the same
You
time.
could turn it into a wheel. It's all about perspective. You could make
Oh, I don't
something
like
that you.
that.
What if your nipples were as long as your fingers?
Oh, your fridge has doors too.
What if your teeth were
Oh
flaccid and
my
got hard?
God.
Wait, what'd you say?
Holy fuck.
Your fridge has doors too.
No, I thought that you included that earlier in the
God.
No, I said cabinets. I forgot about the
You
fridges.
said the microwave
Holy fuck.
Creighton, I'd like to ask you a question.
and the oven.
What if your teeth were flaccid and got hard when you were hungry?
Ooh,
No.
that'd be hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
my God.
Wait, well, what's flaccid? Are we talking about
Imagine
like
making
limp
out with
penis
someone
flaccid, or are
with
we talking about like
flaccid teeth.
Flaccid teeth. Yeah, it would be weird to
Well,
make out.
I would
It's
say
like are they how flaccid are they? Is it like 40 little tongues in
Look,
your mouth? Like
look-
is it like kissing an anemone? Like what is
look,
happening?
it probably would be like
That's
people
too
would get
much.
kinks right and be like, oh yeah, suck on my tooth.
Oh.
Don't lie. I can see
Ah, that
you're
one's got
hungry.
got a cavity.
Or you know what? I could see people also their teeth getting
Don't
erect
lie, I
while
can
they're
see
making
you're
them.
hungry.
Oh God.
I don't like it.
Oh, ooh, you know what? You know what else? Microwaves also have wheels because of the little turntable and it sits
Mhm.
on wheels.
I saw somebody making a point of that. the
I'm
other
gonna be
day.
thinking about this all fucking week.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be like in food line going, okay, that's
There
a
are
door,
certain
that's
things that just
wheels.
make me uncomfortable.
Wait, grocery carts. Do they have doors and wheels? Because you know the little flip up thing is like a
But
door
that's
to let
not
another
a.
cart
Oh,
in. Yeah.
I
You
don't
were
like
about to be like,
thinking.
no. and
I
then
don't
it's
like
like
thinking.
That's a door. kinda.
Thinking is hard.
Smooth brain.
Oh my god. I am overstimulated.
I think there's more doors in the world though than wheels.
Do you?
Because doors are older than wheels.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
Okay, well this was fun. I think we got a lot done. This was a productive.
This is causing
podcast.
new trauma for me.
The kids' grocery carts have doors.
Yeah, there you go.
Creighton's gonna talk about this tomorrow. And I'm gonna hit him so hard.
Boats have doors, but not a lot
Like
of
pulling
wheels.
nails out of a hand is disgusting. Shit. That made
What
me
if your
uncomfortable.
nails got erect when you?
What if you put a toothpick in between your toenail and then you kicked a wall?
Stop it.
Well, see, that's not as worse as like the bamboo torture that I've seen in.
Oh,
movies
that
before.
shit's fucking
Like where they put little
gnarly.
tiny things of bamboo up
under you.
Yeah,
They plant it under you and then they tie you down and it grows through you.
God.
Like
Well, I was
through
talking
your
about the
body.
thing where they hammer it in there.
Oh well, that's worse.
Because you know how it's in Daredevil.
Charlie,
or
I
whatever.
audibly gagged. Fuck you. Over
Does
the toothpick
Marissa
thing?
have wheels?
Shaving
or
your
a
teeth
door?
with a razor. Okay, this has been fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna. You know
Wait,
what?
wait, wait. Are there more windows than doors and wheels?
Oh my God, no, definitely not. Stop it. Fuck, maybe. I don't know. Shit. We're gonna raid somebody.
Glasses
so that,
are windows,
so
right?
that everybody can just hate them as
Yeah.
can just hate all of this as
Yeah.
much as we hate it. Who's alive right now? We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Brandon Bowen. No, he doesn't need it. He's a fucking NFL player. Fuck.
NFL or MFL?
NFL, like national. He plays for the Cardinals.
Oh, nice.
We'll raid Kadar. We've been raiding Kadar lately. He's
Kadar.
a vibe and a half. Are you live?
Is
Kadar?
he a
Yeah.
door or is he a wheel?
I don't want to say.
What do you identify as? That should be our big question.
A
Like,
door or a wheel?
yeah.
I feel like I'm more of a door.
I think I'm a wheel. I think I'm rolling all over the place.
I think I'm a door.
Maybe a doormat on a bad day.
Are there as many doormats as there
I'm
are
a flat
doors?
wheel. I'm a flat tire on a bad
No.
day.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, see, but there's a give and take to both because, like, as a door, you're always letting people
My
through, but
glasses
never
are
going
windows.
anywhere. And as a wheel, you can go anywhere.
Raid
think I'm a
Ninja,
door.
Pog? No, you would have
Oh.
thought.
It'd
Okay,
be
guys.
nice to be a wheel.
Right at 2 hours. This has been a good. I feel like we got a lot done this podcast. This
We
was
made
a good
a lot
one.
of progress.
I feel like Creighton and I, kind of, we grew a little more separate, but everyone else got closer.
We conflict resolved.
We resolved some friction, and
Friction addiction.
yeah, some friction addiction.
Sorry,
Okay,
I
stop.
was
You're gonna
thinking
get me
about the
excited.
epic rap battles of history. With,
Oh yeah.
with Watt
Stop. Hold
Ski.
on. I'm trying to raid Kadar. Okay, guys. everybody, get serious for a second. Sydney, say goodbye.
Game faces.
Sydney, say
You
goodbye.
gotta say goodbye.
No, say goodbye loud.
Goodbye.
Oh, whoa.
God
Okay.
damn.
Creighton, say goodbye.
Goodbye, Creighton.
Amanda, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Flint, love you. Marissa, 2%. Nathan, fucking everybody else who's here. You guys have a good night. No 2%. How
Kiss
dare
your
you?
neighbors and hug your
We're raiding
wives.
Kadar. Good night and goodbye. You're all
Piss on
amazing.
people's shoes.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, YouTube.